Gmoney!
Yo. What happened, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. First of all, thank you. You bought me a chair.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
complained about the new chair you got.
See?
I complained about how crazy my chair got. And you were nice enough to buy me a chair.
I
You told me I had to put it together myself.
I ain't putting it together though. Well,
I think that it takes away from the gift. I think you should have put it together. I think it should have rolled in here like a flip. That would have. But beggars can't be choosers.
We had no much time for that.
So maybe you can come back and do it.
I'll think about it.
But
How you doing though? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Tired. You know what I mean? Tired. You know, just weight loss is killing me.
Is it?
But you know, yeah.
I think it's giving you life.
What's giving me? It should. I think protein. You know, you have to eat protein. This shows me how important protein is and take care of your body, because when you have such a drastic weight loss, when you lose weight drastically, your body go through changes.
It's facts.
Your mind go through changes too. You're like, but you know, I'm back. I'm flipping. You know, how you doing, man?
I'm cooling, man. You see, I got the shirt on today, so you know.
Oh, come on.
I don't think they didn't see the shirt yet. Look, they didn't see the shirt yet.
I see the shirt.
G, we got that from? G, tell me, explain the shirt, G.
I had this for a while actually. This is a shirt from Stranger Things.
The movie, the show.
The show, yeah. You know they filmed it in this town, so it's only a right there.
Cause that's your last name.
Yeah, and then the guest here today is I think it's fitting today. You know what I'm saying? Throw this on.
You put it together well.
This is gray and black. Ain't nothing too special about it.
No, we're talking about the like. See, this is what I don't like about you. We're talking about the like Hawkins, 1983. You got the OGs here. You got the Hawkins here as well. So you try to do a whole Hawkins. I get it. It was nice. Yes, you put it together well.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it. Yeah. All right.
How was your week? What's up with Dawson?
Dawson's good. He's cool in school.
You all right?
4th grade.
Are you going to any field trips this year with him?
I will if they have.
You know they're gonna have.
You're like, if they have,
I will.
I will.
Are you going? Do you go to field trips to bag the parents? I asked you this last time. Do you go? Women like you. Women like you. Are a handsome guy.
Really?
Women like they like
so?
you. They like you a lot.
Oh man.
Cause you know what? When they look at me, oh Flip, that's quick. When they look at you, they Gmoney. They be staring and all. I said like, let's go, G. Be smiling. How you doing? You try to be modest. I know that. I know those corny
I get it
traits.
from the family, man.
We saw you in action before.
Have you?
Yeah, but you thought I didn't, but I did. I have you on camera.
That's one.
No, I have you on camera at a party on the low.
Not at a party.
Oh, really?
No.
Tipsy Thursdays. Tomato, whatever. Yeah. Oh, you thought I didn't know? Found it on my phone the other day. I said I got him.
No, it's nothing there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Conversation is something there. There's no action.
Okay, exactly.
But I'm still in the act.
I think about it for a second.
If you're close to someone, in the proximity of this close, face to face and talking to them, and there's passion, there's something there. And if it's a female, it wasn't a man.
Okay. Conversation. That's nothing. You got nothing.
I have nothing.
No.
Gee, you really want to do this? Cause we gotta get to our guests. You really want to do this?
You got nothing. You got nothing. But let's go.
Gmoney.
Yo.
Wait, let me say this real quick. Shout out to Bassy. Shout out to Tati Tuesdays. JR Smooth. I feel good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Long day. Been up all night. Gmoney.
Yo.
Episode 212. Nigga, we made it. We got special guests.
Man.
I'm gonna let you do the intro.
You do the intro?
Yeah.
Oh man, this interview, long overdue.
About 3 years.
Overdue.
I got the text message on my phone. Yo, you know we can. You do that.
You know, Queens legends.
Talk about it.
You know, twins.
Facts.
40 projects.
Huh?
Southside.
South.
Side.
Jamaica. Queens.
And it's crazy.
That's fact.
Round of applause. Southside's own Monkey and Rad.
First of all, your dad and your uncle, man.
I know, but we gon'
My pops and my uncle. Why you do that? My dad and my uncle.
I thought about it. That's why I paused like Monkey and Rad. But we gonna start there.
Look at his face turned red for you. He got shot for you.
We gonna start there. I ain't gonna give it away that quick to the guests. That's
sorry.
tapped in. You know what I'm saying? But
Welcome.
My pops, my uncle.
Thank you.
How y'all doing?
Good.
How you
Thanks
doing?
for having us, Queen
Thanks
Flip
for
and
having us.
Gmoney. Yes, Show. yes.
Please don't start this. Like, please, just be regular.
But this Flip.
Just be regular. Just chill, you know. Listen, we know how you go. We know how you get down. We gonna be asking you some questions, huh? Okay? You know you hold no punches, but just remember, chill out, okay? Chill out, relax, don't get too excited. I do not want that woman to come over here and choke me because she will call my phone and she will threaten me. Please, keep me out of all the trouble.
Welcome. So, the cat out the bag now. This is my pops, Monkey. This is my uncle, Ratski, 40 Projects. Legendary Queens pioneers, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to some history. Obviously, I've been around since birth, so they know my story. I know their story. So you want to start? You want to start with it?
Welcome, fellas.
Thank you again.
I'm going to call you Uncle Ratski. Please talk into the mic, man.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just pull it forward so you can be comfortable. You got Jordans on, fly. I don't know who y'all think y'all on with these Jordans on. Like, man, take them off. Those are not red. Like, y'all bought those new. Those are new Jordans.
No, these are old.
You do.
Yeah.
I ain't buying for today, though.
You just keep yours in the box.
That's it.
He
Keep it clean. I ain't gonna lie.
Those are all?
Those, I think I bought those for you,
Yeah,
right?
but for a gift too. See that?
Those was probably like 8-9 years ago.
What?
I don't.
Those are real retros?
I bought those years ago.
Hey, fake look. Djing gave me that fake. Look what he got on his feet.
But when I say the retro,
but these
it's
are good.
because you have it in the box for a long time.
Yeah.
And it looks good. But welcome. Let me get started.
Thank you. Don't worry about it.
Tell us the beginning, okay? The beginning. I need to know, take us back. Let's start off slow, because it's usually Gmoney's part. He does well at it. So take us back, childhood, where you guys were raised, etc.
Yeah, I go. Well, as you know, we're from 40 Projects. That's the South Jamaica Queens. Born and raised right there in the hood, right in 40. But it's a whole lot of us. It's 9 of us in the family. So they just it wasn't being rap, but it's 9 of us in our family. And we was raised up in Southeast Queens, 40 Projects again, where it wasn't as bad as it probably is now. Compared to then, we had to go outside and play, mingle, meet folks, and we was just really outside. We was outside all the time compared to just being in the house. My mother raised us with my father, and we just running rack. We was just there. We was having fun. We loved what we lived at. 40 Projects was, the projects. We didn't kind of understand the concept of a concentration camp at that time, but being born and raised in the projects, we just took it as home. It was home. We was loving it. We felt rich being there, to tell you the truth, living in the projects.
So did y'all live in the front? Like, was it the same area that when you passed?
160th Street in South Jamaica, yeah.
Oh, no, Ratski, yeah, you know that. Yeah.
We
Across for the stores and stuff, right?
all the stores on the main block, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
just,
that building is where all 9 of you grew up.
Yeah. 7 boys, 2 girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Got to give them a shout out now since we on there, because they probably.
Please.
Can't say.
We have Jamel, the youngest, Sharice, my little sister, Lisa, my sister, my brother Derek, he's in Jersey, engineer at that, mind you. Got a smart family. My sister Lisa, I said, we got a brother named Jesse, we call him Bullet. Then we got a brother named Warren, and we got a brother named Timmy, and we got Merce. Timmy was DJ Smalls too, part of the project, but we had
Timmy
Merce.
was Kaya's father, right?
Timmy's Kaya's father. Timmy's Kaya, baby's father.
Yeah.
So we got a musical family. We have a talented family.
So
Yeah, I think that was everybody.
make sure, man. Don't play right. Y'all family be watching this. Come on, man.
And a host of cousins and family that's
a lot of
probably
cousins,
watching too. So shout out to the Hawkins family.
The Waddies, everybody.
Yeah,
So
Burtons, so Burtons, they ain't got to fit them in there.
do you know, like, tell us about mom and dad, the history on them. Like, do you know how they met and everything? Did they ever share that story with you guys?
Yeah, my mom, she did briefly, but not too much because I'm not too personal with them, but they was together.
Gotcha.
And they met. Well, the strangest thing is this: they had the same last names.
Yeah,
Hawkins. Hawkins is powerful. But not related. We looked into that, but they both had the same last name. And they met at a bar. I tell you that. My mother used to be a bartender in Southeast Queens, where these bars used to get robbed by some heavy hitters back in the days too. And she met my father do that way.
Really?
But he was there. He was a real humble dad, and he wasn't. I mean, that's why we kind of got away with a lot of stuff, because he wasn't even like one of the strict dads. He just let us kind of go. He did. He was, but a good dad, good father. May he rest in peace. He passed away.
Great
He was a good
father.
Rest in peace, Pat.
Happy Hawkins.
He was the. So who was the strict one? Mom.
Moms.
I say moms, yeah.
Yeah.
So Pops was cool.
Pops was cool, yeah. He laugh and joke all the time.
Oh, for real?
You can go to a funeral and say that guy there own money. Where'd you get that from? I said, Pops, we here to this. He said, just take it easy. So whatever we've been through in life, what we did was funny. That's where we get the funness from. He was a good dad.
Pops was great. Yo, Grandpa's was crazy too, because he talked fast. I know I talk fast.
We all talk fast,
faster than me and my mother and he talked fast.
You never got it back before that. They said we were Spanish or something. A lot of people said that.
He talked real fast. So he's be, oh, you got to. I'm like, huh?
So, I tell you, too, it made me laugh. Well, even the biggest stuff, it might come up later, though, when I was kind of locked up at Rikers Island. I was in Rikers Island. He came to see me with smiling. And the first thing he said, yo, where you at school? What time you got to go back to lunch? He came to prison and said that, but I was there.
So that's the type of dad that he was.
Yeah.
Make light of any situation.
Yeah, he sure did.
And Mom's was a disciplinary.
Yeah, she was the student today. She the queen. She don't play.
It's funny because grandma's is real little too. Like,
I see her. That's my girl. Come on, stop it, man.
See, I look more like my mother. He more like my father because he always bigger. My mother's short, so I'm the mini of her. He the big, you know.
She was tough, so she definitely was. She definitely ran the household.
Really?
She still do.
It was not. It was not.
Nah, she still ran it. She still ran. We'll fight us. We get in trouble or whip our ass.
Yeah.
Oh, no joke. Coming to school, you get in trouble in school? Like these kids today? No, you get in trouble in school. She's come up to the school and whip your ass in front of the teacher.
Or she just give you one of those looks like you come in the house, you be like.
A lot of old school cats can relate to that too. Just fighting watching. They know you got in trouble at school. Your moms or parents coming to the school and whipping your ass right in front of the classroom.
Really? She ain't play that.
She didn't play that.
So now, but back then, it wasn't really frowned upon, was it? Like it wasn't no, the teachers didn't get involved. They allow you to get your ass whooped.
Yeah, they sure did.
There was no.
Now you go to jail.
Now you go to jail.
Yeah.
Your kids are calling the cops on you.
Exactly. But raising 9 children.
Yeah.
In 40, and I want to ask this question. Back in the days, was it only your family that lived in there? Or you had cousins that lived in there as well. Like, was it? Because we always hear it takes a village to raise a child, right? So there's one woman, 2 parents actually, raising 9 children. Was the community involved as well? Like, was it like that? Was 40?
That's deep.
Well, it was more strict there because, if you got in trouble, you need no cellular phone to get in trouble or get a phone call. You knew from down the block if somebody got in trouble, you get grabbed and went down there, your uncle grabbed you, you got in trouble. And what you do is how you do it. It's all about respect. Today is out the window.
So it was about a lot of respect back then.
Yeah. And that's still today, but just it was different.
It definitely did take a village, man. I mean, everybody knew if somebody got in trouble or if you did something, the word spread quickly, and they will look out for you, so to speak, or tell your parents or whatever, or grab you and bring your butt home if you're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. They used to look after the kids even before anybody got into anything crazy, but back then the community did take care of you. Yeah.
So, talk about how it was growing up with your 9 siblings. Like, it was grandmoms and grandpops was there, but like she can't be there all the time watching all 9 of y'all. So like, what were y'all doing in 40 growing up from like that childhood age, elementary school, junior high school, like running around outside in the park playing, like what was going on?
I agree. Well, what's crazy? Because my oldest brother Bullet always had to watch us when she went to work. So every time we get mad, we said we can't watch TV or go in the house. He said, well, you got to stay in. We would run outside. Like we went this way and went on the roof. We went outside and locked the door. He can't get back in. So it was really strict, but it was for the best, though, because it was crazy then than it is even more now. But that was there, though. But we did a little thing we ain't supposed to do sometimes, but it is what it was. But we respected each other a lot.
And it was tough. 'Cause it wasn't easy as it is today for some kids. You had to listen because it is what it is. You know.
People though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nine children.
How'd y'all sleep in the apartment?
Oh, yeah, well, no.
Yeah, like you would have
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. 40, yo. They had
Uncle
down.
Rat, put the mic up a little bit. Just turn
Oh,
it
sorry.
up. Like they did, because we talk to
Yeah, oh, sure. 40, we had a 3-bedroom apartment, big bedrooms. 40, we had some big rooms and apartments. Projects is kind of big.
Really?
But, my mother had 3 boys. We was in one room, and my sisters, we gave them the other room. My mother had the master room. And then my older brother slept in the living room. And then that's, so that's how we lived in the projects. So we had the double bunk beds you see on the shows. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We had 2 double bunk beds in the room, where it was 4 of us in that room. That was 4 with an extra bed, made it 5. And then you had the other boys in the living room, 2 of them. But then as they got older, they was wandering in those streets. Streets started getting crazy. They would disappear. My mom's gonna play that. You act up, you getting put out. So the older ones started dwindling out, and the oldest brother went to the Navy. Mm-hmm. So 2 was gone. And then the other one went to college, got a scholarship to go to college. He played ball. You heard his name probably recently.
Derek?
Yeah, Derek. Right? You heard his name? Yeah, Derek Hawkins. He played. He's bad. He's the truth.
You say he played like Chris Paul?
Yeah. If you look at some videotapes, his game is just like Chris Paul.
They call him the veteran.
Back then.
He do his thing. I think he got an MVP the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
In the 55 and 60-year-old tournament, IS8, the Legend Games. And he's still doing it at 60.
So he got a degree to college as an engineer and left the hood, left us out there, so it was just us. And then we became the oldest. Me, Rat, and Timmy, and then Lisa. Right, she got a little friend. She moved out with her friend, so Sharice had a room by herself. So as you can see, the numbers dropped. As far as apartment-wise. So, but we was like the oldest now. So then we was like, in control of the apartment.
your oldest brother, you said, went to the Navy.
Yeah.
And another brother got a scholarship for basketball.
He went to Columbia University.
Really?
Yeah.
And then right now it's 7 left. And then you said somebody, who else left? You said
the other brother left too. He left on some other reasons. Merce, my older brother, got caught in the streets. He got caught up in the streets and he had to leave. And then he went out to find his own when he went out. So, the streets can do a lot of things to some folks.
Got you. You had to leave?
Yeah, mine was to having that. Can't come in the house and act up. You're getting put out. And this comes to even, like today, you can date a girl. Like your son come home with a girl or something, can't bring him in the house, can't bring him in the bed. If you get caught in the house with him, you're going out with him. So I'll give you that story. You got caught with a girl in the house, mom's put him out with her. Go with her, both of y'all go.
Father, he ain't played much. He said you want to hang out, let him sleep in the hallway.
That happened for real? Yeah,
real talk.
Yeah, that was real talk, yeah.
Not saying nothing real so much, but it ain't bad. But yeah, my mother wasn't having that. She was tough.
She can't. So mom didn't allow no woman in the house.
She got caught there, you putting him out.
Didn't play that.
Who told on him?
Yeah. She caught him.
Who told on him, man?
No, me. So. Matter of fact,
he got caught.
The girl got caught up. The girl, we don't know her name now. The girl opened the window up, half naked. That's funny. He's not even gonna laugh at that. She opened the window up. My mom was coming from the store.
Really?
And saw the chick hanging out the window because back then the products had the windows that open up like this.
Yeah.
Compared to a lift up. You know what I'm saying? So you open that window up, and you sticking your body out the window. My mom's coming for the store, and she saw her out the window. Like, what
she was doing? He was trying to take.
Yeah, he was trying to smash.
Out the window, he tried to do something different, right? He trying to get crazy.
That's the word he was right. He was trying to
Merch,
smash.
chill out, man.
I think he might have smashed the video because she came to the window naked. So.
And mom saw that?
She saw a window, came upstairs, and threw her out the hallway and everything. Told him to go with her. So that was crazy.
So, all right. So now three leave. Now I'm at 6 of y'all, right? And then you said your sister.
It's me, him.
You said your sister left with
Timmy,
a
sister left with a boyfriend.
With a boyfriend, okay.
Yeah.
Street dude.
Well, you know who that is, PJ, and then my nephew, they father.
Got it.
But I'm saying, she moved out with him. They was together good. And then it was just me, him.
Back then, that long ago?
Yeah. We used to stay at the crib all the time.
Yeah.
They know
That's long.
Yeah, Gmoney ready to have a house moved out. They got together good. They had a house and everything. She used to go over there and everything. So.
So party every weekend over there. Me, Takeem, recipe
Yeah.
Takeem.
Yeah. Recipe
We
Takeem.
you over there. We used to be over there turned up all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Wait. That's a fact. Wait, hold on. You was born by the time you was born in 40? You was born like when you was born. They were living in 40.
No, well, when I was born, 156. That's why I was raised at. So
The house.
Pops and Moms already, obviously they met, and he was living with my mom's and her parents on the block.
I got you. We can get to that.
Yeah,
in a little bit.
yeah.
Don't rush. I'm just okay. All right.
Shout out to Bridget.
Yeah. Auntie Bridge, stop playing, man. Shout out to Auntie Bridge. Don't look at me.
She probably watching too.
Yeah, don't look at me. Yeah, shout them out, please. Don't play
daughter,
around. All right?
Everybody, the kids, JJ. Well, we're back. We talking about love out here.
So, talk about when the house cleared up. Now it's you guys. Where does that leave you? You being the oldest, the two oldest twins, right? Yeah. Twins. What happens then? What age are you guys in the house? Like, where you had to take over a little bit, if you understand what I'm saying. How were you guys at the time?
We were like 15, 16. We went to Jackson and
17, 18.
17. We all went to Jackson mostly. We was on the team for a little bit stuff. Then went around. Then you wanted to hang out in the streets, and we did other things we ain't supposed to do. And I wound up getting raw one time in Jackson too for my jury. I got mace sprayed in my eye and everything. So after then, I just got kind of like mad and said, forget basketball, forget school. I went to the streets to hang out a little bit or whatever, though. Then we started playing music too at one time. And the funny thing about the music thing, he was with a group, the guy named Inky, remember? Remember Inky?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to the Fantasia. We went there. They tried to get in. We had his name on the shirt, and we couldn't get in. You remember that?
So that's shipping over to DJing, why we started DJing.
Yeah, and then I was like not really mad at him. I said, you know what, we're going to get our own equipment. And that movie, we started just doing our own thing after that. And I got like, you know what I think we could do is ourselves. So we took it from there. Then it was the new crew, Rat Monkey, and we went from there. And then I saw She Wrote. Now,
I can't let you. That was good. We got to let's back up a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
Let's back up a little, and pull the mic up a little closer to you.
Oh, all right.
So now, let me ask you a question. You said one day you went to school with jewelry on. Let's go back to that. Let's stay there for a little bit.
Oh, you want to go to, all right.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson. What was it? A gold chain?
Yeah, with a Ratski piece they had on.
The
Crown.
Ratski piece.
Big piece, too.
It was big?
Yeah.
How did you get that?
I was in the streets hustling a little bit.
Oh, at that time. So you
Yeah.
started hustling at what age?
I think about 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went to school one day and one guy, they jumped you or they like...
I think from what I heard, there was some guys, there was older guys too, who live in Hollis, and they know we was from Southside. So
Got
we
it.
always go from Jackson down to Jack in the Box, like at lunchtime or break time to get some food and stuff. Our favorite thing was like, I think apple pie or the cherry pie or whatever, we was always going to get them. One day we happened to go down there to get some, and the guy rolled up to me like, yo, you rat. I looked and I said, you rat. The next thing he got sprayed in the face with mace in my face. The next thing I got a knife on my back and everything, but only took my chain because I had money still in my pocket, had my 2-finger ring on and stuff and all that. But it was older guys that did it though. Yes, huh?
He's still out here forcing now too. Look at the watch on.
What made y'all... Were y'all both hustling at the same time, or you was like how was the hustling?
Well, I really started really hustling first.
It was him.
You ain't hustling?
Yeah, I was mostly doing all the hustling. I take that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And what made you want to do that?
You want finding things, you in the streets, one of them guys just want to be that one of them guys, and it went from there.
Were people back in the days better hustlers? Now, it's going to sound crazy because did you know how to hustle? Was there more, I don't want to say more money because a lot of times when people hustle, they hustle and they want to buy things. They spend all the money on buying the shoes and the clothes and stuff like that. Did you still have money left over? Were you a smart hustler,
Well, it was good, but one thing went away when I was dealing with one person, and somebody went away to jail, and things got lost. And then I was my way out, and I always had a job behind it. Luckily, when I was hustling, I just left it alone because a lot of people wound up going to jail, getting in trouble and stuff, though. And that's how I went. So.
Set it off. And at this time, what you was doing? You.
I was DJing.
He wasn't DJ. Stop, man.
Oh no! Now look, but like I said, it was for the music thing. See, it's a way like to now how you guys party and go to clubs, and if it's music, everything else is there. That's what was the cream of us growing up, making money from doing music.
Yeah.
When you got music, then everything else is coming along with it to get money. I say it like that. So that's how we was making our money through DJing. You know, and whoever came out to the park jams, we started first DJing in 40 Products, matter of fact. But along with the guy Enki he mentioned earlier, Enki started some DJing stuff at his house at the other end of the projects. Now it's funny, a lot of folks in the projects couldn't move around the projects like that because the way it was divided, so to speak, or you couldn't go to a certain end of the project if you didn't know too many people down there. Or their mothers wouldn't allow kids to go to certain parts because it was that bad. But, you know, we started DJing with this guy Enki, but then our sort of end of the projects came with the DJing where we had to get some equipment and bring music out on our end so we could have the crowd come to our end so we could have our little fun. And that's where everything else around us playing music started coming, you know. Well, the weed smokers, the drinkers, and everything you needed was at these jams that if you came to the park, you can find it in the park. So I was in charge of the music and setting it up and all that.
So hold on. I'm sorry, G. So Enki inspired y'all to DJ, you say?
Well, I think it's part of us to push because
Well, you know what? Enki got the equipment, so I was mixing it. I got inspired by my man DJ Divine. I feel like I said that's
Shout
what
out to
inspired
Divine.
me. Shout out to Divine from Infinity Machine.
That
And I
DJ.
really told him and the Disco Twins. They inspired me really to get into the DJing, but they didn't live in our project. So the first one that had equipment in our project was Enki. So Enki had equipment, but we already learned how to DJ. So he wanted us to be with him to show how to get the DJ started, so to speak, down his end.
Wait, so you seen Devon play first? That's
Yeah.
first DJ you seen playing, and then you learned how.
Really just watching him, and then he saw that, and then truthfully, it's funny because when I saw him DJing, I kind of just picked it up, and then every time they came out to the park to DJ, he would even let me practice and DJ in the park so I can get familiar with it. I'm gonna tell you, he let us familiar so I can get familiar with the music and the records and how to mix and stuff. So he did give me little tips on that as well before I started DJing with Enki.
You know what's funny? So put
Yeah.
context for you. DJ Devon is Danny's pops.
Who?
Danny, Slim Size.
Really?
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's tied
It's
into the
connected,
story.
it's tied
Like,
in.
that's her pop. So I met him growing up. When I first started DJing, I met I think he brought me to his basement one time, and he showed me the equipment he had. And then I met her years later. Like, and then kind of just tie in. You know what I'm saying? So anyway.
These are some. You guys.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's gonna be twisted, man. And then look, even not to say that the guys in our neighborhoods, our friendly brothers that we grew up with, a lot of us we had sponsors that sponsored us to help get equipment. Not to say from where, but we had people that bought equipment for us so we can.
What do you mean sponsors?
Yeah, like friends. There's people that have money that can tell you what you need.
You mean hustlers?
We could probably call them that.
Oh, okay, so they saw something
But
in
we
you
had
guys.
sponsors. We call that. They're afraid to say that, but yeah, we can call them that. They sponsored.
So sponsors, you want to call them sponsors? I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know what it is.
like 40 years ago, 30 years ago? Come on, man. 20 years ago?
Long time ago. 40, 45.
Not 20 years ago. I've been
Yeah,
DJing
about
20
35.
something
Plus,
years.
he's 59 that year.
So you were cool with some of the guys. Let's just say you were cool with some of the guys that were outside, that were known in the neighborhoods, yes?
Yes, we could say that. For sure.
Now, I don't know how much you guys would say, but at that time, what year is this real quick? Just give me the year.
2022.
No, this.
No, he said we did.
Yo, don't be sarcastic. Back then, man. Don't be sarcastic. Don't do that. That's biased. You can't give them that. You can't give them that. You can't
What
give
did
them
you
that.
say?
Yo, get him.
I was leaving right there. That was good. What he doing? Then they go, wow, shoot. That was good.
Okay, what year? Not this year. What year
I
was?
know, he said, yeah.
What year was
we call
back-
back like 70, 77, 78 on up to the 90s.
Now, are you guys able to say like who? I don't know what's the situation now, but who was the major players back then? Who can you say? Like was outside, who was known that is known? Who were the major players back in those days? Because coming up, of course we know the Fat Cats. We had a story about the Supremes, like those, but this had to be before them.
Well, they was around the same time with all those guys, so I guess we know all of them.
Oh, so they were around the same time.
We know all of them. They was all developing together, so to speak, maybe, you know.
Weren't they around your age, though? Mm-hmm. But they had to look up to somebody. Who was the person they looked up to? Who was outside then?
Don't know about that.
Like who, Fritz or some crazy, one of them crazy names? That's Harlem, man.
I know it's Harlem, man. I know we don't speak, but these were good upstanding folks as well, but I choose not to even mention some names because, just because, matter of fact, we just had a person that even passed. But other than that, we knew a lot of the cats that was just involved in this whole Southeast Queens thing growing up. But
Got it. Okay. And back in those days, what was it? What was like? They didn't have crack then, so it was like.
Well, we could say that they had. We was there before crack started.
That's what I'm saying.
We was there when crack started. They had heroin.
It was heroin.
Heroin was being pushed crazy. That's dope fiends. Weed, of course. Those are the main things.
But heroin was
cocaine, of course, coke, heroin.
But heroin wasn't as strong as crack, though, right?
Nah. And you know what? I think it's strong. People say it's not, but I think it's strong because when you got folks that can stand up or nod up and don't fall, you know the saying. They're saying them on the streets. If you can stand up and lean over and don't fall, shit, crackers ain't doing that. They going to sleep. Crackers is going to sleep, man. Dope fiends is nodding almost where they going to fall on their face, but they don't fall. And when you see them like that, you know that they got some good shit that they doing that. That's what we say. If you see somebody doing that, they got something that was potent where they can get up and go to work the next day.
But I'm talking about the wave, though, like the wave of how strong. When crack came out, it was people outside. Like when you see the documentaries.
Oh, now it's crazy.
Even when I was younger, but was heroin was it like that with heroin as well, or heroin was more like it wasn't?
It was like that a little bit because when we grew out to be scared to go to my own building because they had the dope fiends in the hallway, so most of it was dope and coke then. But crack came in like late on the 80s and the 90s after that.
Got it.
So that was like a little different. That was like a shot wick. I went like that was a cheap drug.
Dope definitely was.
To this day, dope still like the number one drug out there in the world. That's how people, like you say, lean into this half of they. You already know.
Yeah. In my notes, real quick. There's a couple of things I want to. Shout out to Gmoney. A couple of things I want to ask. You guys were part of the Seven Crowns. Do you remember that? Who was a part of the Seven Crowns?
Oh yeah, we both were.
Rasky, pull the mic up to you.
Rasky, we had a little division.
What?
Yeah.
How y'all joined? Can you tell us that story?
Well, actually, we had a cousin that's affiliated with that in Brooklyn. That's part of the Crowns. And then we did that. I'll say we wanted to set up our own little fun thing with Crowns. And it's funny, I'm going to jump around somewhere. We also been 5%ers. It's a story. Remember the 5%ers, the Peace Guards? We was always joining something just to see what it's like and get some education about our history, too. That was one thing. But the Seven Crowns, we got involved in that because in our community, like walking up to Jamaica Avenue back then or going to the subways, our adults, our elderly parents and neighbors, friends, so forth, was getting harassed going to work or getting on the bus by, let's say, white folks or other gang, something called gangs. But it wasn't really gangs bad like it is now, but folks used to get harassed when they was going to work. So we wanted to get a group or be part of a group where we can actually protect them. We wasn't doing it to go mess up our community or our neighborhood. We was doing that to really go protect our neighbors from walking up that avenue without getting jumped or harassed or robbed. They used to get their bags snatched and they had to run back home down the street or something like that there. So we got the Seven Crowns. So then we would walk up there to protect them when they go into work or we would meet them somewhere. So we was sort of a gang like that. But we did have conversations with other gangs when we was young growing up. Then we had to get jumped into the gang just to be a member. If you remember the movie called Education of Sonny Carson, look that up. Education of Sonny Carson, the guys had to walk through a windmill and get beat up by your members to see if you could take a punch or so. We had to do that to join the gang. We had to actually walk through a line and get beat up.
Everybody.
Yeah.
How much people?
We had like a division, so we had about 15, 20 of us.
But
That was just a small division. I mean, the Crowns was big. You know, other people that you might have heard of that's in charge of that, I did that as a part of that years ago. I'm about to say something, but we had a small group that we was just a small division of compared to the older guys. So we had a smaller division of the 7 Crowns, but we had our little jackets and our little.
I mean, but how do you guys get a division? How does that happen?
We kind of recruited. We recruited guys. Guys like this, we recruited them.
So you just came with your own division? You just did it yourself? Mm-hmm. So once you got blessed to be down, so you guys got jumped in?
Yeah.
And you guys started your own division. You guys were bad? You were causing trouble? Not for real. Would y'all causing trouble?
No, I can say that time the gangs was like you said, you protect your turf and stuff. It wasn't more about doing so many raunchy stuff. You might have fights and stuff. They had no chucks. They had chains and stuff. There was a lot of guns. Yeah, that's what they had. somebody may have had a 32. One of them had a whole bunch, but that was it. But it wasn't really that serious. And then you had girls in it. You know, it was like a little more, like a crew more than say it's a gang. But that's how it really was growing up and stuff. And something just to get into. And when they got more serious as they got older, because all they would do was go rob cigarette stores, and soda trucks that pull up. They take stuff like that. They would do stuff like that. But it wasn't really that, bad as it is today. They're like this. It's crazy. Yeah.
We didn't take it that long. We was there in and out probably.
The 7 Crowns around still, no?
No, they're not around.
They still have it. They still have a.
They still have it because they be having reunions still at 4 Day Park.
They're not around as a group, but they still, they're more respectful and they do more things positively.
They do more positive stuff now.
Okay.
Because I think you have it every year at 4 Day Park. They had it this year. They had it the last couple of years. They've been having like a reunion.
And at the time, I'm sorry, John. I know, I'm sorry, bro. At the time, when you guys are DJing, you guys outside, but what's your other siblings are doing, the younger ones, like Timmy and...
Well, it was good. They was right there with us. Timmy, we call him DJ Smalls, Kaya father.
Yeah.
We showed him how to DJ, and he came with us all the time. Little sis was with us. She was tough. She was with us. Sharice was with us all the time, too, hanging out. So they were just there having fun. When we had fun, they was out there. I think we was kind of, I guess we could say we was like one of the first, besides Anki showing us how to DJ, we really put that project on the map as far as coming outside with the real system that we had got and speakers, and every week it was a big party outside, and then everybody just heard about us, just started clinging to the, and then we became really good at
we
DJing.
got to the battles,
we did a lot of parties. And then we started going outside of the projects, doing parties in other areas, even across town, like in Hollis. There was a place in Hollis called, on 212th Street, it was a St. Pascal's, I think it was.
Oh, that's the school or something, right?
The
school or church.
Yeah, we started reaching out, and that's why folks started really knowing us well, because we wasn't afraid to really go in other areas and DJ, because some folks were scared to come in the products, but we weren't scared to leave out of the products, because we didn't care about it. We was crazy. We went everywhere.
All right, hold on. So let's go back a little bit, because I want to hear the progression of the DJ career, right? So DJ Devon, you seen him, inspired you to start learning, start picking up stuff, practicing. Enki Crew is a part of that.
Yeah.
Because he had the equipment.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you got your own equipment.
Yeah.
Right.
Then y'all formed the
new crew.
Rat and Monkey and Rat, the new crew. So it was more y'all than it wasn't just y'all.
We had Naughty Nods, Sweet Pea. We had a couple of
Naughty Nod. He's the baddest MC. Talk about MCs that can rap, like off the rip without writing nothing down. We had those guys. Like I said, shout out to him because he take care of his health now. Naughty Nod.
Shout out Naughty Nod.
Naughty Nod was
Naughty
nice.
Nod.
We had a guy named Dada Rock. He got killed. He moved out of state. He got killed. May rest in peace. He got shot, but he was nice. We had Spank G, my man Spud.
Yeah,
but, the Albino Twins. Y'all see them guys now. The Albino Twins. They was fire.
They still good.
They still good now. They were our rappers when we came outside in the park, and they just cling to like coming to the hood. Like they had to know somebody coming to the hood.
So when did you guys get nice DJing though? You practicing in the house now? Moms didn't care about y'all DJing in the house?
Yeah, we started getting busy when we got better equipment. We had like the little cheap equipment. Then we got the what do you call it?
1200s when they first
1200s, the techniques and this and that. Then we got the when we got the Vegas. We know we was moving up, stuff like that. Then we had the Altex speakers and stuff. Then there started being the battle in the projects. It was us, The Grandmaster Vic came around. Then they had a group called Free Sounds.
Yeah,
Anytime we
GMV.
go in the park, we would have our equipment in different spots. And we let them cut their stuff on. Then we say, "You're ready to hear us?" We cut our stuff on. You can't even hear the equipment no more. So they know it was a rap. And then we had so many parties we was doing after a while. We got a lot of events at different events, encore, the scene and stuff. And people took heat to us so we could do parties anywhere. So it took us to another level. Like how you do that, you can promote when people use your name. They use that name and the stools ring of the day. They say nothing like a Ratski and monkey party. You know, you've been in the ballroom. We see how we fooling
I
out.
see it.
Well, the big timers parties too. You might have saw them. Like we could talk about documentaries we did. We did that.
Yeah.
That Preem Teen party. You saw a documentary.
They got our name on
Fat
I didn't
Cat
see the
party.
movie yet though.
He did before he went away. Like he had a big party that was just opening up the doors for.
What party was that
everybody.
again? You said?
That was at Olympia
Olympic Palace, yeah.
That one was at Olympia Palace that we did for him. And then even one of our friends from the neighborhood, the Corley's family, got married, a big wedding. They
Yeah.
had,
Leo Thomas was there.
yeah, Lilo Thomas and other celebrity singers there. So
Yeah, we saw a little something.
you can mention names like they had big weddings, big parties that they got us to do. So
See, I DJ'd hold on, you said it was a Fat Cat party or was it a Supreme party?
no, it was two different parties. Fat Cat had a party, his birthday.
We did most of all their parties, a lot of
And
big
then
people parties.
Preem
at that
had his
time.
party at another spot that was on Queens Boulevard. So a lot of folks saw the documentary. They,
I
tell you
think
now,
the
they didn't know where it was really at. Folks thought it was at Olympia Palace, but it wasn't. That party for Preem and Princeton, and he was on the stage.
Yeah,
Everybody
that was
having fun. That party was at the place on Queens Boulevard.
Yeah.
That was a nice party. And then Fat Cat and the party was at the place on Olympia, on Hillside.
Palace?
Olympia Palace, they called it, yeah. That was a big party.
Was it packed? Those parties were
Oh,
packed.
packed.
It was packed. Everybody
came.
that
dressed
have
up,
money in the
shoes
town,
down.
bringing they like the players'
Yeah.
ball. Everybody was coming out. Whoever had money was coming out. They had cars, mastering their jewelry and all that because they had that money. It was sick. I went there at the videos then. You see a lot, something you couldn't see. It was sick. It was sick.
You know, so basically, you guys were DJing for the hustlers and the money getters because those are your peoples.
Yeah.
Y'all want to be cool, like, oh, we can't say this is thing.
No,
That's
we
what
don't
y'all was
say
doing. That's what y'all was doing. That's what y'all was doing. We can't talk like that. That's what you was doing.
No, we didn't talk, but yeah, we did.
Fat Cat,
We did.
Supreme. Shout out to Corley is just married. Like, a lot of people outside in a certain, you guys
Yeah.
were known in that field. Don't be modest.
Respect. No, I'm just saying, respect to that for sure. We did their parties. Yeah,
Yeah. And there was a lot of love and respect.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
what's
That's
important.
all we was.
Yeah.
A lot of love and respect. And a lot of people came out to support these fellas.
Yeah.
Big parties.
You mentioned Grandmaster Vic too. Shout out to Grandmaster Vic, GMV.
Yeah,
You
shout
know,
out to
I
GMV,
know
of
talking
course.
to y'all and being around, I heard the stories about how you guys kind of nurture him into the DJ game. So you want to elaborate on that and talk,
Yeah.
how'd you guys meet, first of all?
Well, shout out to definitely Grandmaster Vic and the Reed family. He grew up on the products with us.
Yeah, we grew up with us. Yeah.
Yeah, he grew up on the products, but he was in the middle part. They call in the product. They got like a middle part called the square. It's called the square. Our end is called the first end. Then you got the other end. They should say at the end of the product.
And I was the South Road.
Three
part.
different sections. We was down South Road, and it's so funny. A lot of folks that lived in the square couldn't even come, and it's not that far. If you see it, they couldn't come to either our end, or their parents would allow some of the kids to come down there, but some of them did sneak away. Now, Gene Grandmaster Vic definitely wanted. He heard the music, wanted to come and get involved, and he was just around a lot. So we definitely it was instrumental on definitely getting him started. And he's bad. Grandmaster
We
Vic,
respect each
definitely
other
bad.
because
we took him around, showed him how he was doing it. He was watching, he learned, and he ran with it for sure.
Yeah.
He definitely ran with it, man.
we were mostly blended and R&B type of DJ. We did it all. So when he saw how we did it, he had more I
He
gave
had
him some
more flavor
speed
to
and
it.
stuff. So he was Grandmaster. But he never could take that away from us how we started the music. 'Cause we played all the genres of music. So it was just different. That's why everybody respects us when we do parties. We play with Gmoney got the DNA right now. So that's all I can say, it is what it is.
I appreciate y'all passing
It's
that
like
down. You know
we
what I'm
both
saying?
was inside him with GMV. So he got all the vitamin C's.
GMV's still going now, and I think he's a year or two older than us, but he's bad still now.
Yeah.
I couldn't nowhere touch him right now at all,
Yeah.
for real. But
He had the skills.
he's definitely still doing his thing with the music.
That's what's his name? Vic Father, right?
Vic the Moon Pops.
Oh yeah, Vic
Facts.
Malone, yeah.
So, you guys got who got death threats before the parties?
He said,
Oh,
what?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Was that what?
You know what I said?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't, what did he say?
People used to call and threaten us before our parties.
Who
Threaten us?
got death threats? Yeah, that's what I see in my note. Yeah, death threats.
That's what I heard growing up. Pops used to tell me, sometimes he'd be in the crib and
people just we didn't know who they were, but people used to just hate on what we was doing, what we was accomplishing. We were doing it out to the ladies. We was young. They was always coming out there. I don't know if it was somebody's girl or somebody that might have liked us. Who knows, right? They was mad about that probably. I don't know. But they used to just call and make those funny threats. And, we answer them. We'll be there waiting to see what happens. Thank God there ain't nothing happened, but something probably would have. But they used to make, I just, like it is, this jealousy thing probably or some hatred. That's what it is. Like even today, you got guys hating on you because of what you're doing. They never know where it came from at all. So whoever did it.
Pops being cool. From what he told me growing up was what stories I would hear is like,
it's not being
he would get called like he said, but they were like, yo, what's up, this monkey? He's like, yeah. Yo, you DJing over here tonight? Yo, I'm gonna see you there. I'm gonna kill you. He's like, all right, cool. I'll be there. Show up. that was kind of his response. I remember him telling me those stories. Like, and he told me how they used to have, some protection on the turntables and the speakers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
We was ready for,
we definitely was ready for it. Me and G had these private talks, but now they call him, we tell him he'll be there, and we go there. And then we had a team with us. Well, our team that was with us as far as DJing, that was with us, that grew up with us, my buddies and stuff. Hustler partners, whatever you want to call them, but we grew up with them as we was brothers.
I understand.
And they was there no matter what, we carried issues, that's what I got caught with. So we wasn't scared to be strapped up, so we would be there strapped up at the parties. If something happened.
Where do you think that come from?
Growing up in our community.
People.
You mean as far as the threats or?
The threats, yeah.
No, I mean, like I said, truthfully, I couldn't tell you. It just comes from the hatred or just jealousy. Like today, you really couldn't tell why somebody don't like you. And especially with our brothers on the streets, they ain't gonna even tell you that.
That's like life, though. If you fat, skinny, or tall, somebody gonna say you too skinny, you too tall, you too fat, you too ugly, you too cute, you got too much money, I don't know, what can you say?
He talking like that, man.
he just like
his pops, man. Why you sound like that, man?
That's how I talk, man.
Real quick. At what age did you meet Auntie Bridget?
Oh man, word. Funny, I was about 15. I was a young man, about 15. 15. Hold on, yeah, 15.
You got him?
15. You got me 15. About 15. Yeah.
Where you met at?
Bet on. You take on 156.
What were you doing over there?
You know what we used to do? I'll tell you what, the project is not that far from there. So, back then, too, McDonald's was like if the kids down, you love McDonald's. That was the closest to McDonald's, which is still there today.
On Sufton and Linden.
On Sufton and Linden.
Yes, that's a fact. That's
Sufton and Linden been there forever, right? Even when we was in the hood, that was the only one that was open from the projects. So, me, myself, sometimes we'll walk from the projects.
Wait, the one on the Avenue wasn't open yet?
Nah.
That wasn't, not yet?
Nope. Right. Okay. They didn't have no McDonald's there. That was the closest one. So we used to walk from the projects, cut through 156, cut through go up 106, make the right, then go up to 156 to cut to McDonald's. And your mother should be, Bridget used to be in front of the house all the time. In front of the house, just looking at us cross by there all the time. So, we young. It's a shout out.
What's up, baby girl?
What's up, Rich?
You want some French fries?
Yo, but I tell you, man, her father, may he rest in peace, man. Great man. Her father, though, real talk.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace, man. He was out there always working on the house and working on the car, right? And it was funny because he had a car that he was working on that I liked. The Eldorado's Deuce and the Quarters, I think it was, something like the Eldorado joints. Nice. I mean, I was fascinated with cars. And I would stop and ask him a question about car. He didn't like that. So that's how I started. That's what Bridget was outside, too, looking at, oh, Dad, don't talk to those guys. They're from the projects. You know what I'm saying? Remember that, Bridge? She know where we came from. You know what I'm saying?
So, hold on.
Yeah.
You put a plan together?
Huh? A band?
That was a plan?
Oh, yeah, that was the plan. That was the plan to stop. That was the plan to stop and get the car. Then we came back. And then he said, yo, then on Fox was like, oh, when I finish it, you got to come out here when it starts. So, but every day we went to McDonald's, I passed that block anyway, hoping to see her outside. At 15. What? Oh my God.
So when y'all started,
Bridge.
when y'all started dating, then at what age?
I mean, I would say like even close to 16. In between that,
Okay.
and it was off and on. She was in high school, I've been high school, so we started dating from there, going back and forth.
You got caught with guns in high school and stuff, right? Yes.
Yeah.
She was with you when you got caught. You got caught.
She was there. She wasn't come up there.
I know she wasn't there, but yeah, was.
Yeah.
Right, like, oh,
After that, back when I came out after that too, I think we even kind of got started trying to get more serious then because I was still young. I was still in high school, matter of fact. I got out of 81, so yeah, it was 81 when I got out of Rikers Island, and then I had to get back into school, so I graduated out of high school in 82. 82, because that's the extra year. I was a smart guy.
Did Auntie Bridge come to the projects?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, after a while
she
came
was
out.
up there causing ruckus in the project.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Bridge, yeah, that's the question.
I heard she was up there in the projects causing ruckus. You know what I'm saying?
What you talking about causing ruckus?
Not ruckus, but like she from well from stories I heard, he can tell me
Fighting girls.
He's DJing. So he
Stop playing.
He got well they both DJing. They got girls with monkey and rat pins on, right? The pendants, t-shirts.
It was Bridget and Kelly, right? That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
So they were like best friends.
You know who is the
I go there. Look, who's
Nakia?
It's Nakia Pops.
Yeah. Shout out my cousin Nakia, my sister Nakia.
Yeah,
my
my
daughter.
niece.
That's my
Dallas,
I love
Nico.
Nakia, man.
that's
Yo, I told you this.
Keisha.
Yo, this Hawkins thing is
Sharice
deep,
Hawkins,
man. This
everybody.
Hawkins is deep, man.
Shout out to Nakia, man. She
So
cool, man.
I'm here, then it's Nakia here, then Timmy is Kaya baby.
Got it.
Sharice Takeem.
I know.
DJ.
I just yes.
Next time we're going to have the Brady bunch here, we all be on the whole couch. Chill.
Wow.
It's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of
It's a
y'all.
lot of us, man.
Hold on.
No,
You had Auntie Bridget out there fighting at 40.
not me.
Who had out here? Who,
The Bridget was tough. She had it on.
for
I
real?
tell you, she came and did a clean sweep.
She
You
trying
say it like that,
to
though.
She's trying to get rid of all the team monkey and rat girls.
She was having that.
She trying to get rid of all that.
Certified they were together. Bridget was having
Nah,
that.
she was good. She definitely handled it. She came by.
She was tough like that when she was
Yeah,
younger?
she was tough.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
tough today. She ain't
Of course,
She
she's
ain't
tough
playing.
to. But I know the adult version.
Yeah, no.
And she's a
Yeah,
tough
she's
woman.
tough- she's tough
so I can
skin.
imagine as a child, younger.
She was no joke.
Feisty.
Yeah.
She was no joke.
Were you the
And
okay?
beautiful at the same time. I gotta say that.
You have great taste. Well, I have to ask a question like that. Do you feel that you were the only person when somebody's headstrong like Auntie Bridget, like now she is? I don't know how she was back in the days. Pretty sure. Were you the only person that was able to calm her down, like? Because I watch you talk like, come on, Bridget, stop playing.
Yeah.
Like did you have that skill back in the days, or she still ain't?
Nah, she. Oh man. I leave it.
Was that-
Her brother, Big Wayne. Shout out to Big Wayne.
Big Wayne.
Big Wayne. Big Wayne to definitely calm her down, man. He was right there all the time. Man.
Oh, so Big Wayne, you
cool
you
too. Me and Big, yeah, he was a good guy too, man. Wayne was a good guy, but he was there. I had to be careful of him because he protected his sister, so he was like. Big Wayne was tough, so I had to just be careful myself down too the way I walked because I didn't want them both jumping on me. But no, Wayne was a good, great guy.
So
great
you was a
brother.
player when you was younger, basically, and then Auntie Bridget wasn't having it, and she came and shut it down.
Yeah, we can say that.
What about his girls, man? You got his
can say
girls attacked too?
You got his girls attacked.
He attacked him himself, right? Yeah, it's so funny now with the twins. See, people, we didn't get to the story how the names later, but
Nah, we can
this
get to
guy
that.
was the crazy one. Real talk. I was
Crazy.
yeah, like
You
how you say
you know
twins
that-
night,
you know that
night
already,
and day? How you say twins like night and day? So even though I was, and a lot of things happened because of him, I had to really come behind him, like, you know what I'm saying? But Ratski, that was great.
Then I heard a story recently that y'all had a fight in the projects when y'all was younger,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, had something.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh man,
Punch him in the eye.
I think Grandma told me something recently, and she said, "Yeah, I forgot that. You came home with
She
something.
said, I came home with bloody, and she said, you try to kill your brother? That's your brother. You know what I'm saying? Mom's got it on when he got in the house. But that happened because you know what happened. He had his homeboys.
Yeah. That story. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Back, I was
Back
getting
out.
him. Then he had his homeboys because he had a tight crew too. He had his own little separate crew. But I know them all too. We all knew each other. They probably be laughing right now if they see. But it's funny. They held me down because I was getting on them, so I couldn't get on them like this. So he just wailed on me like crazy. Like, yo, that's your brother. So when I went home, my mother saw it happening to me. She was like,
Yo, you did that shit to your brother? Mom's laughing. But then we got the house down. We fought to get in the house, 1-on-1. Nobody was there.
Who won?
I whipped his ass.
That's true, huh? Who won, Rat?
Now, Mom's came and got him, but
He might have stumped me or something.
we was going in there. I think we knocked each other in the closet or some shit. We was in the closet, got stuck.
What made y'all fight in the first place outside? What the hell happened?
I don't know. You know, you got two brothers. One got their crew,
You had separate crews?
Yeah.
That was wild.
That's how we was, you know.
That's another story, but yeah. But we all knew each other. It was all love still, though. The crews are still there. It was just,
Shout out to them, yeah.
But no, but like I said, he was like night and day. I mean, he was boisterous. He was more, I think he's like aggressive, but I mean, he would do stuff that be like, yo, what the, you know what I'm saying? I had to check him behind certain things. That's why we got into a fight. And then we played ball, so we was nice on ball. We used to get mad at each other on the court, so that's where it started from. We was in the court playing. That's where the fight started from. We was in the court playing. We was nice on the court.
So
you hating on them.
So you say? I don't know.
No, I was nice on the court. We was nice.
We wasn't there during that time.
We feel nice.
We were there.
We had a little small spot at Andrew Jackson High School. We was on a JV team. Man, I've had no varsity, right? We got picked on a varsity for Andrew Jackson High School. But then we got
So this is a problem that I have real quick.
just briefly.
So y'all brothers outside getting it on, then going back in the house, getting it on, then coming out the next day cool. Sibling stuff, yes?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You ever fought with any of your siblings before?
I did. I don't want to talk about
Oh,
me.
okay. I just one second.
I want to put it on somebody else.
I heard you.
So, you guys are DJing, and when did things get serious for you guys as far as life? Like you was in the street at one point.
Yeah.
You said, I'm pretty sure you did. I'm talking to Mike. Slide over a little bit because you got to talk to Mike because you want to be smooth. Like you want to be too relaxed for me.
I hear you.
Yeah, you was in the street at some point.
Yeah.
Right, but you're DJing.
Yeah.
When did things? At some point in life, when you're outside, especially in those crowds, and people know you, when did things start to get a little rough before it got better? See, I gotta ask you guys trick questions like that in order for you to talk.
What do you mean you say it got better?
See, Dan, come on, man.
No, because I'm trying to understand.
You was about to answer it.
Oh man.
What you said, with these got better?
Like better, like as far when I use the word better, it's like before you guys decided to better, like change.
Change life.
Yeah, change.
Well, like
life.
I said, when I got older, a little bit stuff went away. When the game got a little tougher, one of my people I was doing what I was doing with went away. And at the same time, I was at 1982. I was a security guard in school up here in Shama, and I still was hustling, coming home to get money. But when stuff went away, like after 2-3 years later on, I still would have my job. So when stuff went away, I still had my job at the point like, a lot of guys went to jail and this and that. So that was my way out instead of me going back into the game. And so that was my way out. I could say I was lucky then. I could have went back to the game. But that's what happened. So it was a blessing in disguise.
So you dibbled and dabbled.
Yeah.
But you always maintained the job.
Yeah. And I saw like my mother being tough love, how she was, always on me and my people. And I would like say, tired see people go to jail, die from certain things. So I was like, you know what? That was it for me. And I always had an itching to go back, but I said, nah, because then I had my daughter. They're getting older and all that other stuff and stuff you just start seeing different. So I said, no, that's saying that they can have that because I went through it already. So I guess it was God telling me and my mother telling me and me telling me. So that was it.
How did you meet Nakia mom?
In the hood.
Why you laughing like that?
In
the projects. I ain't gonna say it like that. She lived in the project around the corner from me.
Or?
Yeah.
I ain't know that. I ain't know she was right there.
Around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right there in the back. Yeah.
So who talked to who first?
She was liking me first because I was a little older than her.
Oh,
She
We ain't
like
gonna
you
go to all
first.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping it real because I was, I
He's
was
so cocky. Just tell the story regular, OG.
That's like
Just tell the regular.
But she was liking me, we went from there, right?
So she liked you first.
Yeah.
She
'Cause I
came
was
to
a
you.
little older than her, yeah.
You a slick guy, man.
it's like you when you were DJing, so she came to your parties.
I
and
was
like,
kind of
she's
fly.
like,
I was
he's
getting
fine.
money,
He always-
I was that guy. I mean, I ain't gonna
He was
front.
him.
Had to
He took
say
his pocket. Nothing.
I was getting money.
I mean, as far as that there, but and we went from there.
It's Ratski.
That's what's up.
So how long did it take for her to conceive the kid? Like we mentioned, was it a year, 2 years? You move
I take
fast.
the fifth on that. I ain't gonna ask all these questions. You go a little too deep. Not deep, but I had her. She here. And thank you, and thank you, Kelly, for giving me care.
So the reason why I asked that is because the way you talk and how you express things, the bravado, shows me that you're a guy that move fast. So I had to say that. But we're gonna respect. I don't want Nakia calling me neither. She has my number.
I ain't gonna say, man.
You come on. You asking questions about my parents. Respect. Slow down a little bit.
Nah, we
Slow
crazy.
down.
Yeah, real quick, we got a bottle of champagne here. We want we gonna toast up. It's a celebration today, man. We got you know what I'm saying. We got the family up here. Baskizi is the champagne connoisseur.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like you just like you
They
just
say Flip said we put to have lobsters and shrimp. That's why I came up here for. I ain't see it. I had candy cane in my
Yeah, he
pocket.
became a chef too, believe it or not.
And I'm gonna keep it real, G. Like you just held your uncle down, bro.
Held him down.
I respect that.
I jumped in right there.
Yeah,
That was good, right?
I ain't like that. I was
That
about to get on him. I was about to get on him because he moved fast. He know what he did, but I'm gonna respect it.
Oh man. You champagne guy, man.
Oh, he threatened me. He threatened me with fists. Don't do that. Yeah, but like we about to pop a champagne. Shout out to Bass. Don't let it hit nobody.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Champagne for my how it go? All right, cool. Yeah, I can't say the
Champagne
same.
for pain.
Champagne for my main friends. Some cool saying that they be saying that the cool kids do it, but
DJing in the hood, 40.
Oh man, that was it.
What was there any other competition of DJs though? I mean, because you got.
well, no, he said that. He said they
was
should bring the
free-
equipment out.
Yeah, they brought the equipment. He said that.
He said
but
kind of battle
There was
like
a
that
couple,
with
yeah,
the
there had a couple
sound.
that grew up in the projects too. That,
in the project, but I'm talking about outside the projects.
When you had what's Cypher Sounds
Cypher
and
Sounds.
you had
They was
Livio
they,
G,
they
you
was
know.
there before us too, like Livio G,
Oh,
and Livio,
of course.
Cypher Sound, we was all, but they was kind of a little ahead of us. Who else we had? Jay, remember Jay from the store?
Yeah, all the DJs got the old group Flowers. I remember we was going to the Fantasia and we had we saw Grandmaster Flair started watching him DJ, all of them too. Eddie Chiba, all the old DJs and stuff. So we done saw all that before that too.
Yeah, that was a big party. They had at the Armory.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that was,
FlipDaScriptPodcast, I don't know if he's
that was crazy.
culture.
I don't drink.
And he's healthy now too, so he might not be.
It just looks good there, the red cut.
I don't drink.
All right, well.
Thank you.
That's what I'm about to go right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, so real quick, I know we kind of skipped past it. This probably should have been early on in the story,
Yeah, but we get caught up because they want to answer questions like that. Like, yo, Auntie Bridget, let me talk to you real quick.
call her real quick. She probably
Don't-
let me call her real quick. She probably up
Auntie
too.
Bridget, do not do what you do not like
Call her.
telling people what to say and not to say, having people on their P's and Q's, don't do that and do that. All right, Auntie Bridget, sometimes you got to fall back. And I wouldn't say this to your face like this, but
I'm about to call her right
call
now.
her. You can watch this and understand. I ain't gonna say it to your face. Hey, when you watch this, hopefully you get over it and we be cool.
Yeah, but change came too. I was real quick on that part, but change. One of my best friends that showed me how to drive, like literally.
Hold up, we ain't get there yet. I got to
Okay.
talk about that too.
Oh, you got that?
OJ, right? Got the
Simpson.
No Simpsons though. Auntie Bridge, well, mom. Huh? She said, "What?" She know we do. How you doing?
What do you want?
What do you mean what we want? What's going on? Can you hear me?
Uh,
I have an issue with something.
What?
Do not I'm gonna say it as respectful as I can. Do not give your husband warnings and not what to do or what not to say and interfere with our interview. We don't interfere. You interfere with the interview. Oh, they gotta watch their mouth and all that, and they watching their mouth. You can't do that. You went against Flip the Script protocol as one of the biggest supporters. Not Bassy, but me. I feel that way. And I know you behind it. It's you. What do you have to say to me, Auntie?
Respectfully, I ain't saying nothing on the air.
Oh, yeah? All right, watch this. Now I'm going to get everything. You think I don't know you fought the girls in 40? Huh? You think I didn't hear that story? Huh? You fought the girls, right? You fought the girls with the shirt and the pins on them. You think I didn't know Uncle Monkey was watching your father fix the car? Huh? The Cadillac Eldorado? I know everything. And I set you up. Yeah. You used to look out the window. Did you hang up?
She ain't saying nothing. She ain't gonna touch it. Nah, she ain't gonna. She ain't gonna.
Auntie Bridget. I love that lady.
That's it. All right, bye, ma. She
I love
not with
her.
none of the shit.
She couldn't shake her.
All right, now real quick. So, explain the monkey and rat name, where that came from.
You don't know? I know. That's funny. That story. No, it's funny. At birth, my mother, sweet Janet, the little lady that she is, was having the twins. I was supposed to came out first of the twins. People don't probably didn't even know it. Just for the record, guys, me and Ratski are twins, fraternally. It's my twin brother, my blood brother. People think Rat Monkey was a tag team or partners. A lot of people didn't know we was brothers. So, but at birth, when she had the twins coming out, I was supposed to came out first.
Rat
The
being
doctor
fast.
saw Rat so fast.
Being fast
That's why I
again.
got the Rat. He slid under her at birth, with his little feet, pushed me back to my mother's rib cage. I held on to my mother's rib cage, then came out for 16 minutes later. He came out first. And the doctor said, he came out like a rat, slithered, and I was hanging on my mother's rib cage like a monkey. So anybody that thought they gave us that name, they didn't. My mother gave us that name. Because we had, back then, we called Gary and Barry like white names. Those are white people names or whatever. But, we didn't like that name. I saw us going to school, so we stuck
I changed
with
it
the
to
monkey and
Barry
rat.
White.
Oh my.
Yeah. So that's how that became about, Gmoney.
I mean, I knew that already,
So,
but for the
G,
people,
yeah, for the story,
clear it
thanks.
up.
Yeah. Shout out to my mother for doing that, but
Mama Hawk.
yeah.
All right, so back to huh?
She's a nice lady.
Oh,
Your
Mom?
grandmother, yeah.
grandma. Oh, yeah. Now she's dope.
Very nice.
Back to high school. You mentioned earlier a little bit, but we didn't get to details though. You had a gun in high school. You got caught in high school with a gun.
Yeah.
Remember that day?
Yeah, that was 1980. And
What was that about?
yeah, it was about, we was tough. People again folks was hating on us cuz how we rolled, how we moved in school. We got to a beef with, some people. They ain't gonna say what towns they from, but we got to a fisticuffs. A lot of us people got hurt, beat up.
It's in
Andrew
Jackson.
Jackson High School. So, of course we kind of came out victorious on that one, but
So of course we can.
yeah. But then I guess they was mad, and then we went back to school the next day. They was talking about coming to get us. As a matter of fact, we was at a high school game, and not aware of, we was aware of our surroundings. Of course, we was always looking out, but we didn't think it was going to get that serious. As we was coming out of the basketball game, watching my brother them play, we went outside during halftime. There was some guys across the street from the school with guns, and when they saw us gathered up on the outside, they started firing on us on the outside. Thank God, again, they missed. We ran back inside the school. That was just for that night. That was a night game. But look, we still going to school the next day. But we had to protect ourselves. So I brought me a burner to school because I wanted to protect myself in school because I was an educated man. I wanted to learn. I wasn't going to stop going to school. Got to say that. But I brought a gun to school just in case it popped off again at school. But some strange reason somebody told on me that I had a gun before anything jumped off. And I got caught while I was sitting in my classroom taking a test with the gun in my bag. This is before you even heard about people bringing guns to school at all. Back in 1980, it wasn't like the Columbine situations where kids go to school shooting up stuff. Nobody really ever brought guns to school at all. So that's what happened. I got arrested for that. Took me to Rikers Island.
What was that like, Rikers?
Rikers is definitely it's a learning experience. It was a learning experience for sure. I spent 6 weeks in Rikers Island, and I got a 3-year probation after that. But yeah, 6 weeks in there. I had to go through a couple of fights. Got jumped up in there and everything. But it was tough in there. Rikers Island definitely was a learning experience for me for sure.
Is it as tough as people really, make it like talk about Rikers Island? Is it as crazy as?
I mean, probably. I mean, I probably now was even crazier now because you got so many different gangs and factions in there now. So it's probably worse. Back then it was just young people getting arrested. Matter of fact, they put me in an adolescence jail where I shouldn't have been because of my age. So I wasn't able to a lot of older guys when I got locked up though. But stuff did happen there that goes on today. I mean, I seen some weird shit on, like, you know, guys, how you say guys go there if you can't handle yourself, they will take you. I seen that happen to a guy, you know what I mean, like on a regular. So, you know what I'm saying, thank God I wasn't part of that shit because I was going to do or die for mine no matter what happened. But it was definitely crazy up in there though. Definitely a lot of shit you seen in there.
Right. You were saying earlier, I would cut you off too, about your best friend. You were trying to tell a story about that. You
just cut me off, man. I'm about to get into that. Yeah, I was just about to breathe. I was like, you just talk so smooth and relaxing, man. Yeah.
I'll sit back talking about it.
So no, you saw your best friend die, or your friend they got.
Well, yeah, that was you know what? That was kind of the change of a lot of us, and that was even I think the year after G was born. Because after G was born, I definitely knew I didn't want to have him part of any the situation that was going on in our neighborhoods. But my best friend, you know, he got shot. We had just dropped him off. OJ, may he rest in peace. You know, that was one of my best friends. Showed me how to drive and everything. And I don't know the situation. I think he was trying to rob him or something.
He never trying to rob him.
Yeah, he was trying to rob him because I think he had a number or something that day.
I think he jumped out the window.
Yeah.
And when he got downstairs, I think the guy that tried to rob him, I don't know if they got million up, but they wound up catching him when he dropped off the window.
And shot him.
They shot him in the head and he died. And the night it happened, I think we was at the skating rink too. We used to do that at the Jamaica Roller Dome.
Oh yeah.
That was our first, I think, real big party.
Oh yeah, Jamaica Roller Dome.
Jamaica Avenue. We went to the Avenue, and I like all these people here for us.
The roller skating rink.
It was crazy. I was DJ Divine was on the fly. It was us, DJ Divine.
We was gonna go back to that same night too. That's what messed everything up too, because we went to go back to get him. We dropped him off, then we was gonna come back and get him, but that happened as we left. The husband, man, must have, you know, whatever happens, but just sad, you know. That's a life change, really, after a lot of things. Like,
He jumped out the window. What window he jumped out?
Well, it was a window that they had, an apartment building that he was stayed in.
Like a 2-story apartment, because they was up there, like they was the spot they used to hang out and hustle and stuff.
There you
Oh, my bad. You still can hear me?
Yeah.
No, it was
I watched the level, so you see I watched the level. So
you can hear my voice? You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. So it was like a 2-story apartment.
Yeah.
So they went up there to rob him.
Yeah.
And then he got out. He got away, but they
He got away, but when he jumped out the window,
He hurt his leg.
and they hurt his leg, and they caught him downstairs before they ran out the door, and they got him. That was sad too.
He had issues. You think?
Huh?
You think he had issues?
No, I just think anybody, you know, any place, you know, when you hustling in the streets and you in the drug game or whatever, people sometimes you got people that hustle, you got people that try to rob you. I guess they come there and try to rob the spot that day. And he happened to go there because we had truck up there because we was going to the skating rink that night. So when we dropped him off, we think we in the skating rink, we partying and chilling, and later on we hear that he got shot or something happened. So we like, what? We just dropped him off. They said some guy come in there and try to rob him. And that's all she wrote.
I'm looking at Flip too later. He wants some more. He wants some more.
No. It's sad.
Now
That was crazy.
To drop your friend off and then he.
Yeah, and if we was just singing, like the skate, we just wait, you know, go and get him. Then we got a call. Somebody said, "Yo, take that kill OJ." They said, "Kill OJ." We like, "Yo, you for real?"
Yeah, he was like
we were back. He was laid out on the streets.
He's a real stand
Cops
up,
out there.
stand up dude, fly, dresser.
Cause Djing flowed us to DJ too. Cause you always go up to when we get records. Cause when we used to DJ, started DJ, we were buying records. Cause DJs was new in the plastic, and being the first person with the records. That's how we stayed on top of our game. So take that, Gmoney, you know. You don't got records no more, though.
He been calling me out to battle with me for years. Like, he still,
Yeah, we can battle right now, son.
He been trying
Battle.
to battle with me.
Next time, Flip.
You still got it? You think you can mess
I'm not quite through. That's my neck. That's my whole thing.
Ratski.
I got a little funky break for you.
See, I got my cheese.
Hold on real quick.
You want to show the chain? No, go ahead. You want to show? Yeah, show it off.
No, I ain't gonna show it off.
Yeah.
She want me to see my cheese. Cause I'm a rat.
Wait, hold on. Let's get back to this DJing thing. Yeah, I rock with you, but it's real different times. Calling Gmoney out, I think Gmoney will take it easy on you, respectfully.
It's all good though.
If you call him out for real, like we would really set it up.
I'm gonna
Like,
set it up with
don't
the.
say
with,
no,
with,
no. You're not. You just playing. You're not gonna.
I'm not playing.
It's
with,
new time. What
we-
song you gonna play?
We gonna do with
Will
the.
you make me happy? All that. Like we don't want to hear that. Ba-da-ba. You go old school. What? He could do anything.
I'm not quite through.
Oh, you talking crazy? So what is it? Records? What we using?
We do vinyl, baby. That's when
See,
the realness
vinyl,
come
G.
out.
See, he challenged you to a vinyl battle, G. You don't play with him, G. I need you to destroy him. Nah, you know why? Nah, for real. Nah, you gotta do it, cause we not gonna allow uncles to keep talking like that. How long you been calling you out for?
Forever.
All right, so what vinyls you got? You don't got your vinyls no more?
He got the vinyls.
Oh, come on, man. You can't take. How you gonna take his vinyls, huh?
I mean, we family.
You can't take his vinyls.
Yeah. You know,
So how you gonna do it? How you gonna spit it? How you gonna spit it?
Well, he do half an hour. I'll do half an hour.
So you talking crazy?
Half an hour.
He got his park.
G.
In the park, right? In the 40 park. We gotta go to 40 park.
We make it happen.
Nah, he been saying he want to set something in the park too. In
G
40.
don't talk like that.
Wow.
Man.
They're not quite too tall.
So
Yeah.
tell your uncle why you ain't do it.
Pay-per-view.
Tell him.
I don't want to smoke him, man. I don't
Exactly.
wanna
That's the G I know.
That's
the G I know.
I don't want to do it to him, man. I don't want to
That's the G I know.
Yo.
Tell him why you want to. Tell him why you want to do it.
He don't want no smoke.
But look, if he do, his resume ain't gonna go this high.
Oh, he's all crazy. You know something like that, G.
You can't lose.
Patriot.
Facts. Listen. The thing is, we got to start holding
told you the aggressive.
our OGs accountable.
The young ones too.
You can't call Gmoney out, and then he can't take it easy. You want to use vinyls? We got it. We got it. We know where it's at in the room. In the house. I seen it. We get new needles. What's up?
Hey.
What you
Set it
gonna
up,
do?
Flip.
What are you good at? Blending? What are you good at?
Everything.
Yo,
Ain't never changed. Don't you talk to my friend like that?
Oh yeah. Don't you talk to me like that?
Yeah.
It's all good. I stay in the kitchen cooking up something, so don't worry about it.
Oh, because he is chef. Because he is
Go in the
chef.
kitchen to cooking.
I could DJ and go to the kitchen and cook at the same time. You can't do that.
Oh, G.
I can't give because he's talking to me. I can't give him because he's talking to me.
Don't talk to him like that.
When you was manager, you want to be his manager or whatever. You know?
Yeah. Oh, you coming at me too? Yeah, I want to be his manager.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that, listen, let's keep it real. When he was younger, maybe 13, 14, you could have played. Not now. Come on, come on, G. Come on. You haven't probably. When's the last time you touched the turntables? Let's be honest. I'm not gonna take a
This
sword from you.
summer.
Word.
Yeah.
Damn,
I still
they
get
was out-
awards too.
Oh, he touched the turntable. You just touched.
I DJ.
he being sucking.
They was
You
out.
lying.
They got an award, right?
Yeah.
They got an award right this summer. That just
A
passed.
couple of awards. They still don't recognize.
Oh yeah, we was in the park. Oh yeah, but shout out to the Dean family.
Yeah, Tanya.
Shout out to them.
Tanya Dean, Robin, and Mike and all them. But they had she put together. She wanted to reward DJs from Queens that she grew up with, that she knew of. It wasn't a bunch of them, but she started this thing, and we're going on the third year now. And we were the first ones. She did it the first time, the first day she started it. You know, we got an award for that because we was one of our favorite DJs as well, growing up in Queens. So, shout out to definitely
Tanya
to
Dean.
Robin Dean, that's Robin,
But
and Tanya and Nicole, the Dean family, definitely doing good things in Queens, man.
shout out to them.
Yeah.
I feel like I ain't letting that go. What we doing? What you want to do?
Set the date.
Stop talking like that if you're not really.
I'm ready.
Ojo, so how much old school records you got? You got it in the house?
All we did is half a crate, a couple.
Flip,
You know?
me and you didn't battle yet.
Yeah.
No, I'm not worried about that. Yeah.
He DJ too?
You
Nah,
gonna give me?
me and his brother got it too.
You gonna give me? I
Y'all
get you.
doing what? Eating sandwiches? Flipping burgers?
Yo,
November 27th.
I told you, G, look, Flip, this is the one right here, Ratski, my backup, get him right. That's,
You
Yeah,
gonna-
he already
I
know.
love a doll, you know, they rat doll.
Don't you talk to my friend like
Thank you,
that.
G.
This Lord, he don't grab me with no shirt on.
Hey, you know what? You know the funny thing about it is that you're gonna eat sandwiches once G demolish you. You're gonna sit down. I'm gonna give you a sandwich to eat so you can relax. Okay? Don't play around with Gmoney. Stop calling him out. I know that's your nephew. Stop. We don't got it no more. What records do you want? Because I'm not going to let you just slide. I'm tired of OGs talking and try to just say it and let it
I
slide.
might could beat him with one record.
Oh, he's talking crazy. You can't beat him with one record. Impossible.
I know a song. I know a song.
You know what it is, too.
I know his record. I know his song. You gonna
See? That's it.
No, you
Play it
can't.
before him. Play it before him. We gonna set up. Nah, for real. I want all the family there. I want everybody there. We gonna set it up, and that's it. We gotta stop talking about it. We gotta make it. That's it. You over here cracking jokes, and you talk fast and all that. I don't fall for that. I want to set it up.
Set it up, baby.
You call my man out. I'm tired of you playing with him. He's him. One of the best out here to do it.
We know that. He got
All right.
He got the DNA from us, though, so you know.
That's a fact.
Champagne.
That's a fact. But still, he got it from y'all, and I give it to you. I heard y'all was pretty good. Heard y'all was real good.
Yeah, we definitely tore it down.
After after OJ passes away, things change a little bit for you guys.
Yeah.
Like as far as the perspective of how to move and everything, like just the thought pattern and everything.
Yeah. And then the streets got crazy. Well, you know about, even the Ever Burn situation with the cops.
Yes.
Killed. We're going to go there. But even when that happened, they came to our project like crazy. I mean, I think
that was it.
Because of what happened, the TNT team was created because of what happened in Southeast Queens. We're going to go there because of how the drug trade and everything is being moved, just period, you know what I'm saying? So, but when OJ and that happened, and, it's funny, a lot of folks that went through that situation, we know a lot of those characters. I mean, there's a lot of people that we just was around, and that made us go different ways as well because, I definitely want to get caught up in that. And then, I had to say for my son when he was born, I wanted to be here for that for sure.
You lived on 156, right? At the time when
we had moved in. I left the project and moved over there.
Okay.
And then moved out of there.
And Uncle Ratski was still in 40.
Yeah, he was somewhere in 40. Yeah, he was still in 40.
Well, see, at this time when I'm born, you're not DJing anymore now, or you still DJing at the time?
Somewhat, not to that heavy degree, but 86. Yeah, because we were still doing little stuff here and there. Yeah, we still doing little parties in 86 after he was born.
So what made y'all stop DJing?
Because we had that equipment that you was using actually, that set that we got you.
Yeah.
That was that you had in the products, that little case when the cases came out.
The coffin.
The coffin and stuff.
Yeah,
we got that for you though, but yeah, we did a little bit of party, but we kind of slowed down afterwards. Because you know what, things even happened in the hood where they came in and places got destroyed or raided, and equipment was there, and equipment was destroyed. And
you told me before you got tired of buying new equipment because y'all had to.
Yeah.
You were saying that you would do a party, the cops would come take all the equipment. You had to go buy equipment.
Yeah, they would come bust equipment up outside. And then when we had the equipment stashed that, they would find it and destroy it. And we had them.
Why would they?
Because the places that we had them in was illegal. They was doing illegal kind of raids and busts in people places where we had our equipment at.
Oh, so you're not supposed to have it. So everything in there gets confiscated.
Yeah,
You got to, yeah.
Got it.
things are getting confiscated.
And you go out and buy equipment the next day.
Yeah.
Because you have money.
We had sponsors.
Yes, that's crazy to me because they told me, they told me stories how they, equipment got taken today. Tomorrow they go to the store, buy all everything back again. Like,
What stores was open back then?
Crazy Eddie with the store.
That.
Cause one time Crazy Eddie, we went there, we ordered out. That's the first time we got a 7 Vegas speakers. So they thought that we got how do you call it when we get a slip and they say we got them.
The receipts?
Receipts. And we never received them. So they thought we were just two knucklehead guys buying $5,000, $10 worth of speakers. Like, they thought we was gonna get our money back. I said, you don't know who you're messing with, man. I said, people that sponsor us, they some big people too. So we went back to the hood. We came back with the cars. We came back to the cars. We came back. We left out there with our goddamn speakers.
Why didn't they want to give it to you?
Because they thought we was young and dumb, and they said we didn't have receipt to receive our speakers.
Money.
And the guy that looked out for us at that time.
Cash.
No, we didn't have no speakers in our house. We can't tell them, they just robbed us like they ain't gonna give it to us. We went down there with like 4 carloads of people. All the guys there was Italian and Crazy 80 was like a big time franchise store. We went down there. And said, that guy said we ain't getting our speakers. This guy thought he was tough. So we had a guy for everybody. We went inside there and got the speakers. They said, yo, bring the guy to the front. They looked up and said, yo, we ain't leaving till we get these goddamn speakers. What they got to say now? We left right there with our speakers.
It was called Crazy Eights.
Crazy Eddie. Remember Crazy Eddie?
Crazy Eddie.
Well, the show said we would never be undersold. I'm surprised you was that. You wasn't born yet.
Commercials, man. Yo, he finally got caught though. He finally got caught with some scandalous stuff with his store. They shut the stores down.
That was a big time electronic store for years. How old you for that?
They had everything there.
I'm 35.
Yeah, you wasn't born yet. Yeah.
They had everything.
I mean, I'm not dissing. I
know, but it just,
I'm keeping it real.
Oh, the white guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, see? He gave me a look like, yo, I ain't trying to diss you, Flip. Be like, yeah.
I wasn't born yet. No, but he did have it the year I was born.
Remember that? Crazy? That was a crazy store. I mean, they were selling everything. They thought we was going to come in and not get our speakers. I said, what? They got to be crashing. We ain't get no speakers out of here, man. They going to give us our speakers. And we walked out of all our speakers, too.
That's it. Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah, that was a commercial. Everybody did a commercial. You come on TV like crazy, like insane.
I never saw that commercial. It's my first time seeing this.
I'm telling you, man.
I know about Sam Ash, man.
Yeah, Sam Ash came later on.
Yeah, I know about Sam Ash.
Sam Ash came later on.
Peter goes what he said. Sam Ash, you remember?
I know about Crazy Eddie's. You never heard of that.
But you
But he had
right there, I ain't lying.
All the DJs, even in the Fire Boroughs.
Oh, really? He was. Where was his store located?
He had a lot of stores.
Manhattan.
That was a big franchise. Crazy. They was all over. They was like Sandman all over.
He got caught in a scandal, you said?
Yeah, he was doing stuff for so many years, I guess, and it caught up to him.
Let me Google this man real quick. Yeah, G,
Yeah.
is he alive?
I don't think he alive now.
Older now, but yeah.
He got to be.
He definitely suffering because they caught him. I think they caught him like a few years back a few years ago they caught him with a scam or something.
So, DJing, before we go to you guys after that, I think you told me before that you doing a park jam or something. You seen LL Cool J when he kind of first. You guys seen LL Cool J when he first before he got popular.
Yeah. Well, Ratski J, they went to Jackson with Salt.
We went to Andrew Jackson High School with all of them.
Yeah,
I forgot about that story too. We gonna. Well, I don't know about that, but
Andrew Jackson. Yeah, he was Andrew Jackson. LL was there. Run DMC. Russell Simmons. He was doing parties in the lunchroom.
Russell.
Because Grandmaster J, he was a 5% before he was Grandmaster J.
Salt and Pepper went there. Salt and Pepper went to Jackson.
The same time you was there.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you saw LL performing. Well, he was trying to. You told me the story
fact,
before.
LL was at the party on the documentary. That's the party we did.
I saw that.
He was right there with him. He was just sitting there looking like, he was amazed by everything that was
They
going
showed
on.
him that. Yeah, I saw that in the documentary.
Yeah, LL was cool. He was cooler, man. Like he said in the interview, he said he wouldn't go near the stage too much because but he was cool. He's cool with it. He sat there, just watched everything go down.
All right, so we're gonna skip that one. We're gonna skip this one right here too, Flip. I'm gonna skip that one because Pops is ducking. I'm gonna skip that one too, respectfully.
He is ducking.
I'm gonna skip that one too, respectfully.
He is ducking. Who had to talk? Who had to talk with him? Before, like,
Who had to talk with him? She talked to. I spoke to him too, though. I said, "Hey, make sure, man."
Yeah, but you probably could bring that. Yeah, you probably could bring that in because you met that person when you was about to love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said, and this is before.
Just before when you met her, yeah.
I'm saying, but
we ain't gonna say what happened. I know her, but
yeah, I'm saying, but this is before. This is before Auntie Bridge.
Yeah.
what person? What's the name?
But that was in high school. We was in high school.
Okay, so around.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's up to him, man.
Say it, man.
Yeah.
You gotta respect
You can
Pops.
say it. Yeah, your moms know. You can say it. Yeah.
Okay, no. So like he
yeah.
said, he went to school with Salt and Pepper. They went to Jackson. Well, Pepper went to Jackson.
Sandy, right? Sandra, we was good friends.
You used to mess with her?
No, we was just good friends. In high school.
What you mean, good friends?
Yo, we was good friends in high school.
What does that mean?
We was real cool. That's unbelievable like that. We was cool. Like
So why you saying Auntie Bridget know about it like it'll be a
Why
problem?
don't you just know that we was cool like that? We kind of had, like I said, we might have was talking.
Yeah.
We was about to talking here and there, trying to get together. For like I did, we was on some little hanging out, dating stuff. But that's briefly because she became popular. That was it after that. Oh. Look at you smiling.
All right.
Yo, Uncle, like you talking all that fast, and we keep telling you the same thing. All right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. I'm telling the key on you, man. Stop
Yeah, answer
playing.
him all the questions though. I'm back here chilling right now.
Hey, hold on. So you was talking like that.
We don't want to get you guys in any kind of lawsuits, man. So
Also,
not no lawsuits, but
well, yeah, you're right. Allegedly.
allegedly. Now we were just good friends in high school. So, I know her.
Why you did your eyes like that?
I know the light.
The light been there. You did your eyes like that before.
It was blinking for a minute. You see it?
I'm watching you.
All right, so you
I
guys.
asked her too. Stop. Fall back. You look at her, respect your auntie.
Nah, but you know she you know it's crazy. I met her with, like he said, Life Camp, Erica Ford. I was with her. And they were filming Salt and Pepper show, so she brought me over there. So I met Salt and Pepper. I'm like probably 20, 21, 22, something like that, right? So bring me in the room. She's like, "Oh, hey, this is Gmoney's our DJ." So she looked at me like, I was like, "Oh, this kid kind of cute," blah, 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 like that. Took a picture with her. She was like, "Yo, your face look familiar." I'm like, "Yeah, my pops, you know what I'm saying? Monkey, monkey and rap." She was like, "Oh, hell no!" Like she was just like she knew the name. She was like, "Yeah, I know your pops from school." You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of weird meeting her. I'm like, this is kind of crazy. Anyway, so
Yo, I'm a chill. Yeah, man. G, tell him stop, G. Don't bring that up again, G.
anyway, well he slipped it
Because
out.
you know
early.
why? Like usually I have to go in, but like I feel like I have to restrain myself out of respect.
Well, we got that much time left in the show. So
Oh, yeah, G, yeah, you right.
ain't that much time left in the show.
Yeah, G, yeah.
So when did you guys? Oh, that's part of the ambiance. Don't worry about it. When did you guys decide to really call it quits with the monkey and rat monkey DJ tandem?
Well, I would say we never call it quits because every time we birthday come up, people want to know we having a birthday party or we doing that. But as far as doing music, I've been
As far as y'all DJing together.
Well, I ain't DJ in a while. But last time we DJ was with in the park like a couple of years ago when Tiny Djing did something. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm talking about back then though. Like, when did you know? All right, this is it. We gonna just get a regular job. And
Well,
just,
mostly, we was working. We had
raise
kids.
the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff. The equipment mostly was going, and we just let it go. But we still kept doing parties after that still, though. Cause we still just, doing parties with our name.
Y'all would throw the party, but y'all weren't DJing the party.
No,
Y'all would just throw the
we-
party.
We were invited. We were invited to DJ with on other people's equipment because our equipment got destroyed, messed up. During those times, and then when parties, other folks is doing parties and promoting stuff, they would call us in as an invited guest DJ. We would go DJ set for about an hour or two, but we weren't trying to. Not that we were trying to, but like I said, we went separate ways when it comes to, families became involved, and we didn't want to spend any more money ourselves on our equipment. And we were trying to DJ. We just kind of got out of that stuff after so much was going on. Yeah, so to speak like that. I can't say what actually made us stop DJing, but life.
Gotcha.
Children.
Life happened.
You older than Nakia? Or she older than you?
She a couple of months,
About
or-
a couple months.
Yeah.
So she had Nakia first, and then
Yeah, he's faster.
The Fast and the Furious.
he slipped out,
Yeah.
and then okay.
Me and Keezy, that's why I called my sister because they twins. So it was like,
I got you. I got the correlation.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's
so-
cool. Shout out to Nakia. Yeah. Shout out to Kaya baby. Shout out to rest in peace Hakeem. Shout out to the whole
Facts.
Hawkins family. You guys got a big family. Wonderful people.
you.
Had the pleasure with meeting everyone and being acquainted and nice people. I'll say that. Very nice. One of my favorite things in watching y'all is how your family and Auntie Bridget's family come together. I always said that when I go to a family function, like the energy is nice. A lot of times growing up, you see something and you see different type of misunderstandings or things in parties, but when I go to y'all functions and stuff, seeing your mom, rest in peace, Auntie Bridget's mom, like everybody together is just nice. I always like that. That's one thing I admired about coming over. That's why I would come. You gotta let me go there. I just sit there and just watch everybody just know each other, have fun. That right there speaks volumes on how, when I get older, how I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like just everybody smiling and having fun. I've never seen, and I probably didn't look for it, but I've never seen anything. It's just always happy. That's one thing I admire about the Hawkins family and everybody coming together. So I want to salute you guys.
Appreciate
You know,
that, man.
I always want to come there anytime, as a get together, and I sit there and I watch, and it's just everybody happy. They know each other. They smiling, eating food, cracking jokes. You got Big Wayne, all these people doing crazy dance tricks and all types of nonsense, and spaghetti legs and all that stuff. And then, oh God, some ravioli. So I'm just saying though, that's something I always told G that, like that. I love that. You know what I mean? It's happy. Like you can have a bad day, then you go inside, and then everybody's just you leave it out there. So that's a good thing. Salute to y'all. Yeah, G man. Yeah.
So let's fast forward. Let's talk about what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about what's going on now. I know, Rat. You kind of took up the chef.
Yeah, you a chef. Yeah. You on YouTube?
You what you say? When you start cooking up like that, Ratski?
I've been cooking for 15, 20 years now.
Wow.
Working in different places, restaurants, stores. I got my license to cook. I worked in the school as a head cook. I still cook now, cater, do whatever. And I love barbecuing. I just love to cook, I can curse on this. I can curse on here.
Yeah.
They say they don't on my dick. They on my chicken. Gobble gobble.
wait.
Yeah.
You want to hear it? See what I mean about 90 days?
He cool, man. He cool. You gotta relax, Rat. Come on.
You said I could curse.
You cool, man. You got it, bro. It's this.
Oh,
Hey, hold on. You got to add to it.
did they bleep it up?
No, we didn't.
Don't believe nothing. Hey, look, he learned cooking now at this. He never went to culinary school or no school of cooking. He learned from watching his mother. I'm assuming.
Grandma's look,
never went to culinary school.
Basky has some
cook his ass off.
Basky had some of Grandma mac and cheese. He said that's some of the best food he ever had. Look, mac and cheese is fire. Shout out to Grandma's one time.
That's right, Mama Hawk.
And contribute to what you said about family. If I must say this, though, it came from family. Like my mother took us around when she was little, all 9 of us. Hey, remember that movie Crooklyn? We're gonna go there, get you some Crooklyn when Spike Lee was in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then they got in the car and they went to Long Island, or they went to the Hamptons, or they went to, and the scene changed. That's how it was for us growing up in the projects. We used to leave the projects every year and go to Long Island. This was Long Island was like Long Island. I mean, nice homes, green grass. Our family stayed out there, and we used to go out there 3 or 4 times a year to meet other family members, and we would just enjoy family time. Real talk. That's how we got connected with the family in Long Island and other places that we are now today. So I learned that just watching that growing up, and that stuck with just me, bringing it to G and you guys and Rat. You know what I'm saying? Family definitely is first. So just being nice. I know you want to get crazy, but that's where I got that from. As now, because mother did that for years with us. She took us.
Shout out to my mom. Serious.
Packed us in a station wagon. A station wagon. We just packed in a station wagon.
You had no choice to go too.
You know that, look that up, station wagon. Yo, that kind of.
I know how it look.
You know that. You know what?
Yo.
Yo.
Was it brown?
It had brown in it. Brown with the side with the blue and the brown panel.
Yep.
Yeah.
The wood panel on the side.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And then also in the hood, the projects, we always, no matter what went on there, though, despite the streets always took care of family too, though. Everybody in the hood, barbecues, family affairs outside, they took care of it. Everybody come outside and eat. Free food, free barbecue, free trips. That was going on with us. I mean, like, this is just our friends on the streets. Hustlers or not, we all grew up together in the projects. So, but everybody took care of everybody no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So that was just the beginning. Kind of changed now, though, but it was real like that back then.
I think that it's good to hear. I like that. For real. Because, when I spoke about it, that was from the heart. You know what I mean? Family is very important to me, but to see a family functioning together and stuff, it means something. I mean, every family have their issues, man, but it's like when you come together, if you could be able to just, ease it just for those couple of hours, it speaks volumes. Salute. I'm good.
Salute. Good.
G, man. Stop acting like G, yeah.
Good.
Nah, I got my questions off already. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of anything.
You know, you
miss
got a
anything.
smooth ass talker talking about he could cook like that, please. Talking about they on his dick and all type of freaky talk. Yeah.
Okay, Flipper.
Oh. Yeah, you talking crazy.
You gotta watch it.
Get
Get him.
him.
You can get him.
Don't
like it too much.
It's all right. You can take it.
Get Ratski. He ready.
He gonna shoot back. Go
Nah,
ahead.
yeah, you good.
You got it.
I'm gonna catch him when he least expect it.
Yo, thinking back now, if you could change anything growing up when you guys are younger, like what would you guys do different?
Good question, G.
It could be the hustling for you. It could be the DJ career. You could have took it further. Like, you know,
I can say that part there a little bit. Just to keep on DJing and see where we probably would be even more now. Just doing it and where we could be. But luckily, like, our name still stands. And, you know, thanks to, you know, the DNA, you got it. So I guess I can't say no more.
That's a good question, man. I mean, further. I'm just, you know, let's say further in education more. Back then, should have got more involved in that. I would do that to get over now, because of the things that we know now. But back then, I would definitely change that, and then definitely even try to move out of our project back then. That could have happened. Compared to now, that could have been a difference, and now, and I would have changed that for sure. But you know.
did you guys ever see a DJ? Did you ever think about at that time your DJ career going like further than where it was at? Like, did you ever think about, let's do this and try to go on tour with the artist? So let's try to do bigger parties, or let's try to go out of town and DJ, and or you guys were just kind of just going with the flow at that time?
Well, I think we was going with the flow. I think could have went there. Well, like I say, when things happen, when the equipment get taken back and forth or whatever and stuff, that stopped us from doing that a little bit. Then we just got less interest in it after a while as we got older. So I think we could have went further. I'd like to see that happen. That would have been good.
What? Right? It's so funny. We didn't see the exposure that's now with the music and where we could have went making money that we did back then. It was just a fun thing for us to do. And we didn't really see too many even with the rappers that was out there that was before us, we saw them doing things, but we just thought it was kept in their area just as well as we was kept in our area. But we didn't see the money and the flow that we see now. If we would have saw that probably then, we would have went for that. Because like the MCs that we had, they was good enough to be where the Jay-Z's and the Drakes and the LLs are. They was that good. But we didn't see it that far.
You didn't envision it.
Yeah,
I was
we
in the
didn't
streets
envision
too, even though y'all want to say. But guys,
They was happy to have turntables, you know.
We didn't
just
envision it. We sure
DJ
did. It was
use.
just like a fun thing. And that was big for us, for what we was just doing. That was like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Do you regret now not taking it more serious than you could have?
Well, you know what we can't. I mean,
I can say
we can't regret nothing that we didn't actually have any info on to make it bigger. But I would say you can say because we probably would have been 30 years in now the game if we would have really pushed that button. Even knowing LL to them, because when we saw them, they were just there. You know, we saw them, Russell Simmons, we saw them there, but we didn't see how far even they was going with it. They were just doing it for the love as well. So if we would have saw the stuff y'all seeing now, sky would have been the limit.
All the outlets they got now too. You could be a DJ one day, MC next day you could be the manager of the own record label, all this other stuff. So everything that's came into is out there playing the sight to see now.
We didn't envision that. That's crazy. Good question, boy. Word, that's. Got to do that one, G, because like I said, we didn't see it. Yeah, everything was just fun.
that whistle again.
He cool, man.
Thank you, Flip.
He do that.
But now it's crazy, yo. We didn't see it. Yeah, it's just crazy because all the stuff. Yeah, because all the stuff we saw though, I'm saying it was crazy. Like with the Infinity Machine, Disco Twins, we didn't see anything how far they went with it as far as this music. They traveled and came to different areas, but like we did that, we started going different parks, different areas, and being invited. That was big to us. Like, and then we get paid to do our party. We was getting paid now to do parties from the big timers in the hustle days, paying us money to do their parties. We was getting big money. You know what I'm saying? But then after that, we was getting paid little money that they try to pay these guys a day, which is crazy. But I told you about that. They try to pay the same money that he's paying these guys that we was paying 30 years ago, which is crazy. But You know, back then we didn't see that. We just saw the fun, you know, the party time and the good times, and that will last like now forever, right? It will last for a good time. Yeah, but thanks for that.
But back then, the money that you got today, it would be more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I mean, we were more compared to it, but
Yeah.
they still trying to pay that same price now.
No, I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean? But it would have been a lot more for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's it for me, man. Shout out to my pops and my uncle. Monkey and Ratski, 40 Projects,
40 PJs.
Queens Legends,
And
man.
look, shout out to Southside. We got to give a shout out to, definitely, I'll give a shout out to Southside. He was born and raised there.
Yeah,
40 projects. We learned a lot from there. Not to take anything away from it, but we learned a lot to get us to where we at today. Shout out.
160, baby.
160.
We ain't talking about 106 in Park Flip. I got a message up here.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. Like,
Get him.
just because you dress the part, that don't mean you could be the part. You can't box with me.
That's
Chill out, huh?
That's a two-way street, brother.
You look good. You look good. No, that's one way. It's one way.
It's two ways.
No, it's one way. On this street, it's one way. Huh?
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Flip Street. Flip Street, man.
And you going kind of fast. You going kind of fast. You may catch a speeding ticket.
Oh, you a cop now?
I ain't a cop. No. But I know something that's gonna be on the street.
Oh, now you snitching. You'll watch it.
Hey, yo, listen.
I was thinking about the social media, but
This is what happens when the
OGs
OGs put on a pair of Jordans. They start feeling themselves again. Listen, we know you have the flashbacks. You having withdrawals and flashbacks, but slow down. It's my turn now. You hear me?
All right, you got it.
Like I said, I was thinking of social media out, but you know, it ain't at that type of time today. This is more of a, you know, giving the flowers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my pops got social media, but we ain't giving that one out. That's just he was just checking on. Yeah, that's a shared one. He just checking on support.
That's all right.
He support the team and the shows and all that. You know
Nah,
what
we
I'm
just
saying?
do it for support, man. I'm glad you guys really had us
Appreciate
here. I
it.
mean, not that I was really hitting G off, but you know, a lot of folks. I was shocked to give you guys your props. A lot of people I didn't even expect was watching your show, and that's why I just kept asking G. I mean, it's just to be up here. I mean, I didn't want to come because I know a lot of stuff that you wanted to say or probably say, and I know I wasn't going to say just because of the respect of the streets. You know what I'm saying? And I could say it, but I don't want to have to even deal with that later. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people watching this show that I was surprised was watching you. I'm like, oh, sweat. I mean, I'm talking like a lot of OGs too. That's why I said a lot of folks is watching you, man. You got a good show.
Well, make sure they watch this episode so we
Oh yeah, they gonna
get the
watch it,
numbers
man,
up.
because they kept asking me, "Yo, Monk, when you going there? You on rack?" Or I'm like,
probably get
we
like-
really
you might
didn't
get
have
a billion
nothing
views
to say,
today.
you know, like, I mean, we had stuff we wanted to say, but we didn't really want to. I know I didn't want to go in there and portray what really went down in that area that I grew up in and say what I didn't want to do that, man. Not just for him, but for myself too. So,
I understand.
I'm saying so. But you guys got a great show. I'm glad you guys finally had me up here. I'm gonna leave you alone after that. I will still
Monkey D,
support you, of
Ratski.
course, though. But thanks.
Monkey D, Ratski, man, Queens Legends, Southside Legends. You know, definitely pass the DNA down. You know what I'm saying? I'm still 20 plus years in the game DJing, so you know, shout to Pops. You know, he I could tell sometimes that he, you know, like I asked the question, did he regret not going further? I could tell that he probably regretted it a little bit because sometimes you'll see me like jumping the ladder up. He like, damn, that's crazy. Not that he regretted it in the bad way, but he's like, he's watched me do it what he probably could have done. You know what I'm saying? So he's proud, and he's, you know, he's proud pops, proud uncle. They always, you know,
Right, dude, keep it going, baby.
shout
Keep
me
it
out
going.
and show love. So, you know, I can see them. I see his eyes. Like every time I get a certain gig, a certain party, or a certain thing going on, he's like, damn, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably seen like, damn, me and Rat did that same thing back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
No, for
You
sure.
got
That
to talk.
part,
Run with it, baby.
for sure, man. Like how far we could have went with it. But it's funny, real quick too, for just G. Like, you know, the word deja vu is crazy because everything he's actually doing, I did. Like, you know, he's in his job working with children and teens, right? I was a director for after school and teen program for 20 plus years. He's doing the same thing. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's kind
And
of
now
crazy.
DJ create these big parties. He's doing the same thing. I got one son. He got one son.
I mean, the
It
whole
was crazy. I'm like,
monkey and
That's
Rat,
what I look at, you know what I'm
T-shirts. I had the Team Gmoney.
yeah. I look at this stuff, this big back. I'm like, oh man, it's like crazy. So when I see that, I'm like,
He met moms at 15. I met Steph at 15.
wow. Wow, see that? That's crazy.
It's kind of, a lot of
Info. Look at your rap bosses getting
a lot of
info.
stories. Steph used to come to the parties
It's a
too,
lot.
wilding
Yo, it's
sometimes,
crazy.
going
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But they both Capricorns.
That's what I look at, though. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about wow, I be like regretting stuff.
like,
But, you know, I'm like, it's crazy. It's like watching me all over again. But like I say, a better version. No, real talk. A better version. Just watching me all over. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. A better version. That's all.
I mean, that's sweet.
I'm gonna say that.
That's sweet. It's nice.
No, thanks, man.
You try to be macho when you say things, but I get it.
No,
Like
I'm just,
watching,
you know.
it's like reliving,
Yeah.
living through him in a way.
Yeah.
Except for not trying, but just supporting and understanding and watching. Like, damn, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, same. There's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah.
Devon. Well, not the guys that.
Yo,
Well,
man,
it's
shout out
crazy,
to
too,
once again, man, shout out Monkey and Rap. Pops and Unc coming through.
Thank
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Shout out to the Hawkins family.
Yo, Flip.
Round of applause again one time.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you all.
Stand ovation. Basketball like all this nostalgia type of, you know what I'm saying? He's for the culture for real. So,
That's right. He's so alive, man.
How we doing, man? It was all right? It was good?
all right, so make sure you follow the pages, man, at DJ Gmoney Official, at Queens Flip with a Z, at FlipDaScriptPod, on Instagram and TikTok. What else going on? What else going on?
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's it, man.
We got that DJ companies.
Yeah, we still working on that. We got, we out in Jamaica soon too.
Yeah, man, shut your ass up.
Oh, man, if you do that, like Bosco said, pay-per-view. But we all got to do it together in Flip. If G go against him, me and you go, you know
You
what I'm
ain't rocking
saying?
with me. I ain't doing no. I can't do that. I do it on the computer.
See, that's that
Oh,
cheating
no, we
shit.
can do the computer.
That's that easy
No,
cheating
we can do the
shit.
computer.
Yeah.
See, the real is the wax, man. So you gotta bring it up for real, son.
I can't do
Because
that.
it's in your bones. Ain't all that press a button, pow, 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 pow. You got 30 records right there already. I gotta dig in the crate.
Oh, tell that story. Yo, that's real
That's real
talk.
talk. And then it's a
All the old DJs. Shout out to all
So
the
you don't know that
DJs,
part.
man, in
Anybody can
Queens,
press a
man,
button.
that carry
I
crates
flip.
and had crates, man. Let me get that big shout
Man,
out.
shit. Let me tell you something. Don't worry. Me and him is our business. You worry about your nephew. All right? You worry about your nephew. Go cook some chicken later and serve it.
We ain't got no food. We ain't got no. Come on, with the grapes and cherries and stuff out. the roll.
We don't believe in
I
that.
came in, I had candy corn in my pocket. I know it's chicken Halloween coming. I said, "What's up, man?" My man gave me a water bottle. I said, "All right."
All the OGs they talking about like what's up? Yeah. What y'all niggas want? What?
Peter Gunn said
he
he
gave me
can't
good
smoke
water.
in here. He was trying
Good
to smoke
water.
in here, right?
Listen, man, Queens Flip, dope episode. Shout out to the OGs that stepped in the building. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Gmoney is gonna he's gonna officially take the torch. It was passed down to him, but we're gonna take it in the final hour against his uncle. The uncle think he still got it. You're a chef now.
I got all the vitamin C's.
Your hands.
I cut class, cut school, I cook food, and I work with children.
Oh.
So add all up, a lot of vitamin C, son.
Let me tell you something. Your hands is a chef hands. You don't got the DJ hands no more. Slow down.
I'm not quite too.
Slow down. Have you ever seen him DJ before?
I see you got to wait, son. I'm the greatest. They call me the GOAT.
He's coming to the crib and he mix up sometimes. So
Yeah,
I bring the crib out. He jump on the set.
Gary went outside.
But we were back and forth a couple times. We had a little
And who won?
family battle.
Yeah.
Huh?
You won, right?
We went at it. See, he knows. See,
We go.
Stop being modest. You won.
That's right, G. Take it. We got it.
Patreon. They gotta come watch it to see, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, I agree. And thank you for coming for real.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out to the family, Hawkins
Thanks
family.
for having us, for sure.
Mama Hawk. Shout out to everybody. Auntie Bridget.
Recipes Takeem. Recipes on Joyce.
Takeem.
Peace.
Right.
Grandma, Grandpa,
Yes.
Pappy.
Yes, please.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Block 156, 40 Projects.
It's on your arm.
It's a fact.
Remember, lock your doors, close your windows, close your blinds, open your blinds. If you see them two on your lawn, put it away. There don't be no harm. But don't let Rat in. 'Cause
I'm coming to cook.
he gonna try to
They
cook
gonna let me in.
and have sex with your mom. And don't let Uncle Monkey in because Auntie Bridget gonna be on your lawn. I'm from Queens.